Gold Board Ghana, and I also say Ghana Gold Board. Gold Board Head Office, Accra Central, Diamond House, Kimbu Road, PO Box M108, Accra, Ghana. info@goldboard.gov.gh, www.goldboard.gov.gh. Press statement for immediate release, November 17th, 2025. Ghana Gold Board not making losses. The attention of the Ghana Gold Board has been drawn to a publication by Asase Radio alleging that the Gold Board has recorded losses in excess of 3 billion Ghana cedis in its first year of operations. The Gold Board wishes to put on record that the publication under reference is entirely false and deliberately contrived to undermine the successes and significant contributions of the Gold Board to the revitalization of Ghana's economy. Contrary to the mischievous claims contained in the said publication, the Gold Board has been making significant surplus profits since its establishment. Quarterly financial statement of the Gold Board, which will be soon be published on the official website of the statutory corporation, will bear this fact out. Let me take it again. Quarterly financial statements of the Gold Board, which will soon be published on the official website of the statutory corporation, will bear this fact out. The Ghana Gold Board urges the general public to treat this false publication by Asase Radio with utmost contempt and calls on the management of the station to retract and render an unqualified apology to the general public for such misleading and unethical publication. Signed, Media Relations Unit, the Ghana Gold Board, former Bank of Ghana building, High Street, Accra. Ena on mo numbers ehyasie. Iti etwa ne se ebe se eba
100.9
na wotwe ade ko ewieye ena nsemi beto odwa se Gold Board a lawyer Sami Jemfi edano as Chief Executive Officer. In fact, omo edwumadi mu no omo boka na jese ka omo bo no kra yesika kuma about 3 billion Ghana cedis and a Gold Board and no pay ya through media relations de abetum se enye no kre enti ye general public no obia asonti se nia Asase Radio de betu dwa no Gold Board de se enye no kre. I need 100.9 FM sunie me manti dwumedi ahihye meminda asemi dika meminda me manti adwoada ekosi fiada ebia nyabo nonko pe na yakegu mu a ye de brew ye frame OPANIN KWADWO ODAME ADDO na metema ma me papa adakarbi fumpo manso ukamuke ubele chuku uzioma mamudu enne akwakurase nesi woso enti ezo ko hu dentist na omumiemie mu ma no enti me papa ntumi amba na ama enne musumfu OPANIN KWADWO ODAME ADDO matremu a ye beje motata na asum Ghana man na Magjerry Oseagima na ebo michidom na nana ama tufuo nso ehye kwana hanom a mobete ne kanche bia ode newspapers no ne ewe anim no ode bebra yen na enda no issues a behwe no mako miensa yes interviews mienu wom ye bekom ne ahwe na ye hwe Chief Justice Siado a fresh Chief Justice Justice Paul Kwadwo Bafo Boni. Justice Paul Kwadwo Bafo Boni. Ono the current Chief Justice. The current is say President John Dramani Mahama was sworn in. Or the Mantle National insa. There's a woman Juma son Konkoye. And Tia no ye pe Chief Justice ye Justice Paul Kwadwo Bafo Boni. Ye behwe se jese ni Jenny. So obey lawyer ni obey High Court judge or appeal court or the BPM Supreme Court bench no so as a CID ye can say or ye Chief Justice no the journey to become the Chief Justice ye behwe and military recruitment and so see the call ya remember wa insia e free mu a say na ya sem de this year military high command and the aba say on the 20th of this month and then 17th until China 18th that's Tuesday Wednesday 19th to 20th that's Thursday yeah be ya omo open say wa unya message bia say recruitment no a brain aso say 20th of this month tesafie mu obepiem e various centers is your mind say ye na ye nkohyem kutu ewa kubio anaso say bia baako na mom ya no 600 people across 5 locations into locations no wa ka ho nim bebia ya kire say bra honom nti enkopie baby fufuro a ye nka say wo bra honom say Independence Square ko honom say sports stadium a wako waka na wako say Legon sports stadium so a na kopie mo ho mamu nkokire so na emfa oyene bia emba enti military high command ni omudi aba no omo say Greater Accra military recruitment no e be resume on Thursday 20th November na omo ye in batches of 600 people across 5 locations enti eno so ye behwe say nsemo epie ye ene CCI ni omudi aba betudwa ye behwe eno so ena yesi tape bi epie dwa tape bi abetodwa MPP flag bearership race ya omunyanto aba na de eche ye beti nsem ankasa na tape na epie no kese wote se ye bo obidin se your father is on the line na nipa ni bi say is it bugri na abu or say yes no no kasa ye enti ye hu se honorable Kennedy Japan na kache kese ni campaign team no omo pese omo ka bibi fa ho anaso maka ne sa enti ye bo be pini ho na ye ne kasamafo de ma honorable Ken Ohin Japan edi nkomo na ya hwe se tape we obi na ose ono de opese ye to aba man brother enti waka bibi bone anaso se ni omo gine no na yetie no na afi ya hwe nsem no miensa eno ano no nti MPP flag bearership race eye bugri na abu tape ne aba no military high command information mo de abetudwa na the journey of Justice Paul Kwadwo Bafo Boni to become the Chief Justice. Antiama
Ajadam
akwaba
Ijosu ebu
ewie de anka obehia wofa nso de we behia wa onua bema
ni nyina ye
wofa se ne hye ofre me ozi pani me hye nti ezem ko hu doctor
ni nyina aka
dentist nti me papa se okọ dentist ne sine bi ehudo nti okọ akomiemie na nyame ya adoma okuada baba beso
okọ isusu de senka ntimi masin hojo saa o
ade na nka me
se kokọ num saa de nka ntimi masin
kokọ se ope kokọ die no me papa no
obokase
obono mpe o
aju
oba ha no ndidi ya na odi kokọ no
as wo ye no ho aka che se
hie
okay
papa de
no bokase
don't go there remunam papa bi me papa
ene ofa kose ne wo wunyini de omfa ne toto
David
say yanga crack
ene na amane kopie dentist o se komiemia ne siase aba no nti papa nyabutre no mumiemiem na nkrata be dwa no yenhwe nim ne ede de nim akasia kese no
okay
aha uboso man
kese bi so akenken kwa
sa cuz asa hwi ni mi
small boy bu a wetu small girl bi so a wetu anti
ewie person o kan semo
emo obi start and deceive you
wo kokko
oh na
bet me etwi
Santinia baba wana msia no
enti bi say se bam ebi
bode ne yaba
ebi bodru
no kwasem
ebi bodru
wushi Santinia pini wachi
sa
na se de ehye wi metimi ahye bi be me de no so no e be ka me de ho asem achen wo de no
sa wo sha
me Santini
okay
de wo hye ye chine mba me hye bi metena be bi amti ye
ho asem
me de no ho asem e ba achen wo de
sa
wo de odi kra de chaka ho kama asan de Ghana ye court of Inase abo ha ho
office of the president
me hye the same thing atena ha
ne be banje
me wo hye Santini akowachi
sa
oh na de
ye hwehura
oh that ai ehwehwa ne de he
me come first time me kokuma se me secret ya pe me show bia sharing
ba bia edudu
bia sharing na me kire ma me to bi je
no
and me to bi je
if you can't beat the masses
join them me to bi je ya obi ya Santini
no na ko ani no ara fe mkata na ba ye no na da so gina mu hese awian bibia nsesan wo ho enti daily guide wa ha saying truth and accuracy every day wiai watwa mrahye beja fie chi amehene ho nsem wa ha say onumonyam for urban kings for smana baben ne nsem wa ka kire mrahye beja fie for se osra wo mu ada akwọmasika no ana no fotosanfo de ho nsem tu twa no asem ni nyina yetia wa monje ntum se sika no ene mu hihye ye nyina ye de ye somo man Ghana enti nkomo a wo mu di bia no wo mu ni nkomo no yie se ebeboa na wo man Ghana yie de ne nkan ko no a ne furu ma hye budget ni mu no eno nso awie peye na aboa papa panti anope wodi emu nsem no bae na awie nso so opani da so age ne hentra hesan se obi anim se de air trend anopa no besi sabre no eno ho asem ne ye kan wafidie so nti hu hia se yatena se de san so boso bio muyi eno wo daily guide daily graphic de wo krata no wachi a wo san so bo amane se right information bill ho nsensem wo ho na nsensentwofo bi no mu di nkomo sa hwe Ghana ya de ye fe yakono ye se ye betena se akase ye o mra we wo ho
na se yahye mra na to keke
eno no
so ubo piri
se mra na ye adwuma
upusu na wonte ne kankan
o jai enti nsentwofo bi di bai se na right information bill ye pem wo ho a ye bra ye kura mpo fifa ye sam wo ho ansa na mpanifo agi atum se o mo gi tum a wo tro krata de community ya no ma bon bongarat se on to ntwene ana o ka se wanye na magena meyi wa no menyi wa no police cheme da ho na ehome enkrata bebre se trofo ka na futuro bono ebi kura ye hu akire kwan
o sa kwose o ko hwe kura ye kan se yaje wo krata kura to baby
o se da bempa
na hwan na obeto no aw
na o su free station bempa ya ne ya pa
o man
me na me ka me kire o etano graphic ibu emu amane se senchofo abre wo ho aden ne wose ye sa galamse ya ye ken ejadame wo be ko galamse ye ho mra bebre wo ho
oh yes
se wuni kwan se wo borua ye kwaye no ho mra bebre wo ho emra ne wo ho enso se be ye obi twede se be ye de bie se ya ontimi so fa mo bia ho asem na no
fun se kutu
graphic de ba ya wie da so agina mu bare ma me fa daily guide de no so bi mpem so wa hai ye beje bre ne akomu yie se de wo kan ye no daily guide bo amane se on se NPP amanyeko no wo mo press on betu franka o me nipa num
sa pepepe
o mo kwado o matira me ensa se nkene nka je ni se wi ase de nka je oba ne susu nkonko o
matira nka ya je so amen
o matira po they are in their own world
si o mo de Mary ni Joseph abeka ho
nipa num na sa nipa num obi aso hwe animu se onya tumi no ope
but nupa num de but miensa te se jani oba susunko a okan ya o mo
miensa na jani tia wo moto
mo na ye tia wo nka
miensa na
mo a
yo ne mo aka no maso mu a
Joseph de
mo aka no maso mu a mo fo wa mo nkenya mo daily guide aba say won say ye wo external voters o kan eye delegate no a ye wo mo mubutu hai ene wo mo nkofo amaso
ampa
ena say committee no de aba beto monten so say wuni kwan emra na wo NPP amanyeko nim no e ma kwan se wuni ha wodi wo vote no soma
wodi utumi be ma obi so nkoto abana ma ye fe ne proxy no
enkoso enye adwuma bio ena nkofo se hwe na mbo mudi ago na dey ntini ye delegate ye tumi nie ye bre no anie ye kokoo nie na won muteboje kwa bribe no won se no ye rade e bi asesu
enti omoku
ho ye hu sensem no wa ha sen
na ati nkofo bi kra de petition koma this ye kan say committee yes
Orajo wise
good
enti na numo baba ni nyina na meje di sa anya hwe no okasa modi abayasom modi abayasom
eye da ho
ye be ye ho adwuma
eye da ho
ne ye duru ho ne ye be hwe se ya som ni ye be ya yesom ni ye baako ye be biem no so ni asem tu ho na mo no ho ni asem kese no enti no daily guide so edi mu nsem no e ban ye na se o my Ghana krachi ni bi wo gene ho sa cheme na
ni kra mi mbisa bibi kakransa se wuti hwe na wo abrochi ana obi wo abrochi oye delegate
yes
na wo so ye delegate wa ha na ebra so se ye koto abeyi ye frank atufo
sure
na wo di wutumi wo abrochi na wo se na matufo wo Ghana oye delegate nti on koto abana mame na wonim bebi obeto akọ
eno so ni asem no ezese metuwe pa wonim se wo keka ko ayi tiatia yi ho na mesoso makacho san tiatia na na eko eso bia na meboa pa me ye nipa bibini tuntum metiri mutum me koya na tiatia ya on shada nye tiasa ne ho wa wonam yi e bia ho na mo wo ma to me de na kɔ ho wo de na mase mia so de akɔ ho obesi de ehunu
enti proxy ne me I don't know but me chede hu se eboa sa
ana wo so me nyi ni se ye makwan se twamfoni ni fa che me se ho na wo to
uko twamfoni
ye na nipa mu gidie pa
eno na twetwe ma so se enti wo ti baby wa ma metumi se me nkoto abamawo
e de na kire se
meto baby anka wo pese meto kɔ no
se ade we kura no hwe no election a ye ma me no mpanimfo no no kura no mre bi hu nsem ba yo se ontumi ntim na bi mfa ne nkwa baby na no pe
yes
eno to abrewa na de kwa na akwa
na fesi ha na fesi ha
na ye we ya
we
minimara se omuto no honso ne kenga yenye omuto no soro ha
kan so enye bad
so to owo to mi ne nko ade e wo so o exercise the power
yes
so onye delegate dia e different but amra no gena tum I recognize no so you delegate dia
na MPP for ekura na nka omode mra bi ba abrochi for betumi ato aba even general elections na making
o metumi ato wo
o mie fisa we ne di
enti yema omokwan
ena ka omonto ho
no
omonto ho ana yakenkan
sa
na figure de ne boy yedin na yabo ana say omode WhatsApp ana say whatever means o metumi e
dey do ha no e da no na yenyi wo mu ni a say chairman wabedwafo betumi ayi baako
yes
yi baako amanako
obi kura wo ha no manako ho
no akọ supervise
na
no de aba
nkro memrembe
e ho so ni asem no
say bi wo Ireland ebi wo UK ebi wo US ebi wo Canada ebi wo South Africa ko ebi wo honom even Togo
Ghana yeti edu general election a obi timi twa ticket beto aba keke
oh yes they do
obi twa ticket
they do
e beto aba
yes
ene ye mpanimfo kuro ye nsoso no edu se wo mu ye sa national delegate conference a se wo mu tue sika ba se nipa mo mo ba ebe na no ye de si ye
mo ye wo
so mo ba Lagos Sports Stadium ye ba se nkrofo ba se simpemani bo ho ka so there should be a way out
yes
because nipa no wo ma ne kwan ne nko a tumi no kire se o delegate ni do da
so tumi etu aba no
na delegate title na ye wo mu fe debi
ono ti abrochi okra miye so nya sika bi kura wo ho
eti mum nya bibi
online omo Ghana ha
munya bibi ene se bibi aye e-transaction obetime aye electronic voting munya wo hyehyɛ yento munyu su ne this season ko a moya to ho a anytime bia mo beto no obetime de aye eti munya bibi mo omonto nya sa that what's the purpose of they being delegate
don't even try take it sa ma ombeboka into so to me mba there should be a way ombetumi ato aba no omkra betumi create app bia
now so you anim so obeta obi ntumi try take it say udun try take it say and then kofo campaign mu na ne ba na no kura ka hu bi na na asem ehye mo koko say sidi no wa hom kan bam ne ho ya kono seteto aba ya no mo te sa na mo buafu yi because say kofo no mo ya campaign na mo tabi achi no musum dodo bre wa mo se mo na ne mu nyedu
na ekume
na mo kura na ya mo ya say ya ti ya mamu a ye nyina ya hu say sidi no kura ja bam sidi ne say ne ho ya kono seteto aba ya no
abrochi for mo se da bi
mo dwalai
because say $100 and can na ko benya almost 3,000
is it the tons Galanze Adama, usum bottle water go go via 3,000 and the tomato. And then new 3,000. Hey, it is when you brace over to a mobile. Bray.
On for aeroplane.
No nya the opening.
On try ticket.
But you know when a makana once or more to me dear. The committee should be able to help them. No more exercise or more power. No. Electronic voting crowd woman ye. Only Antiana Cratchy prior to 2016. Wakeka niema boom electronics technique you bob wa MPP. We na me mo se matimi akenkan we anyamo de.
And only for counting, monitoring and counting.
So he should be able to do something.
Okay.
Once an IT engineer, always an IT engineer na.
So to me develop
bibi mo.
Mo the two platforms so ubetumi vote. Onu cry wo it is even there. Yes. Gonna see am because program be ye vote.
Ento mo exercise here no. And na de wiase anyi no mi so da me. Wiase anyi.
And this time mo buy no.
Radi jawa.
Ye de atwi won.
Ye ka obi su no mo edo.
Ye nko enim.
Ye ba ye na wiase ayede no.
Ye nko enim.
Mo first mo de na enye yi nko.
Ye nko enim.
Enti amusam no so wa hasen. Galamse ehun sansam se de esi ko bia no mpanifo so omunya ya adwuma no. Omugusu ebo omhomoden. Kratafa to so nsia wo daily guide mu no. Wo ba amane sen. E sei galamse mpanifo no agina brande se omubetu. Aban so bambofo se ne mutu a yeso so ye bemama kata so. Ne so kata so
kata. Be cry chese video be trendy on social media. Young boy. Chese ono chese se President Mahama yana ju so otu omo so say momuntu galana. Almost then they Robin ombe job like omudo mu be gum.
Asem ni fie.
Young boy o.
Wo pese okofa asem ba fie.
No ono kire area chese this is common fan e ba. Omunta ma e ba. Hwan MP's common fan e ba omunta ma e ba. Yes, say President Mahama say momuntu galana there and you ready. Ombe robo omu nyina. Yes adia omunja no muntu galana.
Ye be chi we na binim de ko jan bobo omuti abe protest say leave him.
Ezo din katia say ye chi obi a hwe ne wan frɛ pani bia.
Now no anti asem a work say na ya no. Wo be ka we na wama enkrofo ano akona wofo so. Enso wo ka say wan kra na wofo so be bedin semfun say o sabi. E won tenten fidie ni so. Eti ye de be ye ni bre kwakọ so ye wo mu se bi o mu na antete ni ye. Na ti wa wo ka asem ye wo de.
Adia nne chese nne na nso se den kra finance minister ne eyimu ne budget yo de ba ye kra we jisika 150 million Ghana cedis sell the man naimos so mo fa nko gala no entu ase no na small boy ugina ho se ye de ye ntie ye be ko so etu so otu ye so sa na ye be ko Robin
last week on say naimos nsem ya ba western region. The American so say western region hwa yes be bi dia brechia
okay
ho ene no so wo matu galamsey for so sa the one de ye nyina no da me ya na ha adwen se ani na ma ye hu suo ese bi ye aboro ene ko no nti ye hu se de ye yankasa na ye di ye hu abo
se sisia no akwese ye nyinyi ya ye tu gala no ye hu effect no na mo nchiri mba
mo be ba chiri no na se ye kura hu fra me boy no se hu fra me boy
se ye no bio nti ama mo ba kura no boy din
yes
ye no ukwa udu village bia junction bo se emrante moto okada na mo ye na nka na gazu gure mo mutu gala
ade na wo se ba ne sa
nti ya nhwe yi a in the near future
o fa once na ho abufu a
ubiri ukuro
ajada me ubiri ukuro na emre akeke eno no ani biri sa moja na ye ba no e ma wote yawo pe de ye kan so osu se ye mpanifo e wo se nka mre bi atwam wo matu na mo bi e de aboa mabu na wo ma animu na wo muntu ye nti wo de ho hisem e betu gala na tete wo mo a wodofo e wono de ote abamu no entwa medru ba bi se wo se bottle water wontimi ntobio
obeto
anu
ebu na kete
na wo me no na ye wo fom won nso e me ne wa ye wo fom won e de ne ebehunu wo sika ne dodo osan ya be me na wo sika ne dodo osan ya na senya me boa nso so na wo nsem ba bi na wo pe ba bi aba wo sesen a wo sense ne fa na be bo sesen no enti e wo se adwene de ko akiri e me yemfa wonsena ho abufu amiri ye kuro asem obabu ni wo kan sabi emfata
Catholic bishops akachre aban se on declare state of emergency in mining zones. In the year, no more catch aban say on should on declare state of emergency. Say so and the last resort no ose still omo de omugina mu say mining zones no mining areas baby ye two galana che say say no man anka so no declare state of emergency e was IBI ho no
e niema mienu menkasa ntia state of emergency ba ja dame e wi ase ti hu se obi ye kukukuku pa wa abrabom ni bibia on de kikikikiki wona ne kasa na ne kukutua so obetimi asi usum wo ho a owi a na wa yesa de ahwinsi ye obi susu wo ho a ode ninya enso obedi udwuma
na se nsu anyu na efa nipa
obedi udwuma ma na kwa owidie mu a ori mfida uhu ni bia na wakai de obo wasuma ne tija no ye pata na ekoe no uhu na wonfa ne foko de o se otima na se na wenye ne bu ne befu
asa ne be mapen
asa enti se state of emergency no
we me ma yope
we chirem no wan kanso anka de ne besie enti eje da state of emergency eno ano no ana ye eno ano no ana na ekwa ana ne yie mu a naimos dwumadie no na ye ma no kre na di yie wahu ye ma no kre da di a won se wo mo no se wutie mra no a ye de ama wo mo no a to mi ni se oduru ho a e wo se wo hye wo mo na de wo so wo ye wa asase no so ma ne ye kama no wo ye asa no ko makọ mani mo wutie wo mo mra ne nimpanifo kire mu yi a
nye se ye nsi
enye se ya ransa ke wo ne nko a ne mo wo se ye hwese de ye no maye
se yo ma se asase no wo
ansa ne ase ache mo de mo agina mra nanim enti se ye hwa mo maye o madwuma ne yie di a enka me susu se eno betumi aboa e betumi aboa in the sense say the state of emergency no ba afi na ban sa be boka pesika akwa akire amasa reclamation akoso na nipa no ono asaya de no ni mfidie ne na ade ne nyina ye mo ono asaya de ya asase no yia
ya down etu ogina wo so say mun cover
sa
okay
say 3 days na mu bedi o say mo ya na enwudwo ne mo abra ye ne mo nyina ada campo na mo nya ho na mo hye ye nyina ye wo hobi enti say nefuo miensa ye de asiesie ne kama ye wi amra ne san so se ye fa mo nyina mra ni mu na wi ade aka asem pa chew na ade ba ne ade achew se kakra fa ho kakra o ye akọ akra center akọ ade enu ni o manya mfa nko na no kra benya oti adidi mu na wa no
terms and conditions apply
enti ye wi a yen san fa wo na mra na nimu na mra ne wo mu ni o ye ne sa no a me su se beboa se state of emergency ni kukukuku na akwa wie sen enkofo bi kra be fa ho akwaside ho dito enkofo bi fa akwaside ho dito na nya o mamu ni e wo kukukuku no state of emergency no enkofo be fa akwaside ho dito
mpenifo so se mframa pe mframa edi huhu pade a onya okay
ohu ebe ha adwen enti me de nka ye ma nine months dwumadie no kore na adi eme ye nchi obintin bi nya akwasi manu bi eme ye mo nwura akwasi donko ho enya ya wo bintin aha ne ya duru ne ya hunu se adwuma na wo mo ye ne ye gala ye hunu se ye gala opani ya kire mo ne mo hwesa asase no mwakata ni nyina so esuo ne de mo ye nyina mo machines no ya yusu de aye bibia ye wi ya logo mu nyina de mo abegina mra nanim ni ahwede ye besi ni ahwede ye besi
enti na mse president Mahama say state of emergency there a last resort
yes
ni megu akwemu doso okay
ajeda me na wo kokwan wa ya ahwe eastern region edi wo maye ho na the state of emergency ni to asase na be katakata no ho aye kakese na o man be
say sa de aye nko ho bio
ne no so
yetifie state of emergency wo beto ye ho na wache
ne no so na no me kan na hai me se ebi no mu sesa na tie ne ba fie
yes
wo mu sum na tie ne ba fie
sisi akra ba ku bia ba kran so obi okra ne dem na wa start tu
o tu odanim
nti wa aya ne se otini fie so na
gala woni dia kwaso dan popo twete se de ewe wo ba se studio desk yi e wa hade na hunu o peja desk na ase no eye manho kese
no di ho yina
yes
hey
dia na obehunu o wi anu waka ne mpa na si ho e na wada ade ye abone be
ye be egum no
e na obehunu
no abegye ne ho gina
no de nipa nhwe se sika no a wonya ne nko a etimi de mememfo so sesi state of emergency no e wo mse sempanifo so tena se na omo nimdie mu no omo susu se bebi aduru ni de eno ana wose ye ya menkasa ntia
oh yeah
menkasa ntia ne mo be nyina de ho beto ye no eni asem no sese edom kuma ne se
minority in parliament MPP for more parliament okay
sese o come minority in parliament ana obi ase ntin fojo ana sese de sa so na ye edom kuma ne flag bi sei
okay
wonam left right center ntin fojo asin south me asebejani bebi anam bia won no ni o
minua pa so no
sa
papa wie kra me na kasa
Yeah, Chiana mom.
Oh.
Chiana mom.
Minua papa.
O kasa wa ha sei.
O se de.
O se na no de ye hwe ha ma ni si ye.
Den ye hwe han.
Se helicopter no. O se na omodi hu nkomo pen.
Okay.
Se ade no eyale.
Eye MPP
pen so.
Na ne kufado
pen so
no.
no. O se edom kuma no. Sabe no omo na edom tutuo.
Yes.
Omo kan se helicopter ne yare. O ni nyepi na joso sa no. Eni ahode. E de ofa ne de ahodwa a wo so okoi. Minim wa na agbo mi amane o. Ai wo se
me papa
na Jos
ne Jos
ahodwo ntinu okọ
na pantai na pantai
enti ose wo mo kan ye sabe no na enei dom dodo na ye edom kuma
yes
wo mu ni ye kum
ye mpene
o mo so mo mpene ena de na enye mo pe bibia tafe am se me ye mo nkoto helicopter na mo boa ena o se mo amia ena de ne empese ye bete esiye aye gusu kura su ye mieye ebusuafo mu tie miewie madam ma menka ye ho yawo ye ru ma ne bo ma na edom ya aka wuwu ya ye ti sei na wo se enai mo hu ni sesa na na edom kuma no sa abre na o me edom dodo no eka no eye ene ekoto de sabi ne bodwe nyanya nche na mfa no wo
na se omukra they were what soothsayers and also say fortune tellers
omuhu se bibi say
omuhu revelation say
bibi betimi asi
that future no say nya sa no megu ho na ebo man no enso sambre no in the majority ampene so nti omuntumi anto
enti enai daily guide achi rentin fodjo ne onua no medon kuma ne say afia mo hu se mfa so wo so eye no kora say ye wo se nya helicopter from Ghana Armed Forces no mo boa mo pe bibi atafinti ya
bible say obekwase ne ni adwensakra
no kwasem
nti say omunya adwensakra minority micro minority mo form so na yenkoto
ya so kra nipa mienu na nsesa wo madwene a nyankopon ene se bi bakwasea omusutuwe edom bebrebetuwe omunye nyame na se bi omunye bakwase nti omasesa wo madwene chense lenso so de nka helicopter no muntetu na fo ye
chese
ombusa dom dodo na for here aban yu bua obua we antes oranti fojo na ka se we aban ne bua nka tu ye na de akande foforo na ka ho na opani 4 year
mu awire
obisa aban ne se wo de 4 year 4 aden oranti fojo na ye ka wa hase yan delegate bo kata no bo
mama ne so mbra na mekasa mu edikan no mekasa bugri na abu tape bia ba just yes bugri na abu voice
your fast no no
1,000
wie ko wu
na sa voice no yentie ye ne owura kosi kwatin ono kasama honorable Kennedy ohine Japan the campaign no enti yentie ye mana kwaba na ye na ye santie voice no owura kosi lawyer ye mo hadiba ni TFM so
Vinja odame mejo so kese pa na membo wa hanso ati abadwafo nyina
ye nyina yentie tape na ye kyerese ye bugri na abone ene a no ni obi kasa yentie asema ewom ewia ene wo ato ankomo no so
no kre
enti ye yaso
Your call has been put on hold. Please wait. Your call has been
He went to where?
You know, that was Chevy.
Chevy that he was doing that. What did he say?
I told you that some chiefs are warning people not to vote for him.
Hey.
So your voice. But do you want them?
Yeah, I want them.
You think Kennedy called you or?
No, and I'm Zoya.
Who called you?
And I'm Zoya.
And I'm Zoya called you that.
That Ken you want to bring Ken to my office, and I asked him for what? That say Ken used to be my friend. I say yes. Then he said, oh, they hear that I am advising people not to vote for him, and I say yeah. I asked them to vote for my brother, and I'm campaigning for my own self, not for even anybody, because it is my brother.
Let me add up to you. Your income.
Okay.
No. Your father's on the line, yo.
Yes.
No, okay. We're not going to do the prayer. We don't do the wrong time.
want to see you. Okay. Yes.
Aha. Enti bugri na bu ende nie. Lawyer Kwesi Kwaten.
Benua Odame.
Ojina so papa. Aha. Enti eni a ye boye ena wo kyerem mse wo ka bibi se ase na owura Kennedy Ohene Japan camp de munim instructions bi akoso ewo Tifi Mantem se ehimfu bi instructing crofo se monto omaba no ma baomia ena ni we bepie mu nti eni we bepie mu no wo se anasa wo kyeremu a wo kyeremu sen se waka bibia enye anazo se sen na wo kyerem me nti o
Benua me dase. Twene anim da hɔ a mpanyinfoɔ se yɛ bɔnkyɛn na sɛbi bro asɛm no korɛ so sɛ yɛka yɛnto sɛbi wohwɛ Ghana bakɔsɛ mu a ɛne wiase nyinaa abatoɔ nsɛnsɛm a yɛfrɛ biribi identity politics a influence voter behavior nti obi wɔ hɔ a ɔso ofra sentimentum undated neighbor no fra sentimentum nti wɔyɛ enjoy biribi ɛfrɛ no home region support. And for so new cry, so when you home region support based on maybe of okay or Zamels or say the power fear or ye.
Yes, or I do feel ye.
And for so new. And the Zebio say me and cry so free a same mantem, sir. Candidate before for that matter, contest here away. Be a not about me free ho. No more on travel more and for so the anymore. That what we raise concerns on the deliberate and hypocritic posture of some of the teams are. One more cost to ever catch a say about because a year and a woo. Omoba had there no obi cast oh and the nano a can call at some occasion yes why you win. And no moment they may say they are tribalistic. And we are all getting to a point where everybody is getting tired of this blackmail. Well, on one side, they are the same abana and the botetino. Yeah, the bobadia will be woeful. And they say, yeah, well, every time be a because 12 piano. You have other group or almost say, as much from Pomasam, Wim Pomasam. I mean, I recall when Dr. Balgako Afone or Esther Norfolk, he made those pronouncements. Oh, almost me a community, almost me a not now, me as a summit. Nobody is saying that. We are saying, based on the poor performance. Now there's a brand new collection at Trabano, not count when you might go to a man. But you don't go and do all these things. Now Kennedy echo raise this concerns. And when you social media house, near Chio Musca, yes, you Kennedy say, I can't point and sorry, India, all minority groups. That is what the deliberate hypocritic posture of them. But now no as a maniac, where did they come from? Now one standing in a puppy mina say can raise concerns about the intimidation the supporters in the team go through in certain parts of the north. To the extent to say I am for no do one more afraid delegates threaten there are some of them they are threats of punishment. Some man to ama mukromuni ebetumu afrikumwa. Go for electoral injustice Japan so far in the last election about 7% of his votes. He the car or Yonko Anasa will be the hono. One more the buy a betcha say I had to my ken. So one must see that I had to my ken so much was zero. Uncle for you free hono. Most of them call that say it will hire better to a movie class say one more sat the club with this and I be on what they bed ever power.
Kwesi Nia wuke na upache a chifidu mantemu asem na wuke informo hona.
Yes, I'm talking about the northern part of the country. Say, the one any delegates that almost support Ken. Say, one support a northern candidate, and you and now I had the Baumia camp on your Mokoye. Now, your Oma as Puffy Ken, an idea they sending messages. No more sending messages. I'm all 5 northern regions. Say, I can say, they said, my mother can send messages or no day. onye akania untimi no onye adwuma na kan fonkwa ana on your person or eligible to be president. Is it that stupid to send such a message?
Excuse your French. Excuse your French. Na just say who chiremu a who chire say you use can handle be and they are sending messages akoma the 5 northern regions. Say ono can say obey president on to mean I can phone kwan no be adwuma na no betumi aye sa.
Let me read a message for you.
Yeah, gusuti you.
A message about what send here. And what send here. I said all of us Akans will come together and lead them if you cannot allow minority tribes to lead us. I mean, in the name of Kennedy Apo. Which political strategies will do this? Normally, they can handle ascending all 5 northern regions. What is the motive? Just to incite the northerners against our cans. They are sorry, or more northern candidate.
Now, sir, ora kosie. Na say nya wo kan po de Ghana ya embre mu po e masa kwan no.
Oh, but it's an incitement. One more incite you among confidence. I don't say this to man sending about the whole country. No send them only people in the north. And then I came to say, or catch a can for say, and talk about Akania, Northerness and Coca-Cola Seriabo, non send them account for. You see, the illogical and unintelligent move on here. But that is maybe Yamonia Samna could do. One more need any chance of surviving in these elections. They say maybe I could do there. Let's do tribal. Yeah, also, Muslim, you will be free north and Gofono and Payasa. Meanwhile, last election, when you contested against accounts who we need. You contested against Christians who we need. And the other than that, who shall team no a crash or campaign call. Now, no call do voter rate. You have to stay in a car for about 2 hours waiting for delegates. That's who campaign call who play tribal politics. And no more evidence that Buginabu Ashua say, you can't say, I am for. And making calls to people, compel them, forcing them, coercing them to vote in a certain direction. Almost a the AD. And then mom putting out to send a fake message with Ken ID. And you have heard the voice. Maybe your voice expert. But Bugina Buakata Okuma by you. Nikolai, I was even thinking you were going to put him on the line. No, you won't deny say, and no on the class hardener. And he didn't hide it. Was I was for after 2 almost said there is no way they should vote for any other person aside from Munya woman. When you don't play this politics in the north, and young Wakuma Anomako Kukunini, and what if you go home so Naba now former no Abu at the one
not just say, no, most are vindicated, Sir Musa Mahmud Betu Janano, no, see the stamp was issued by Bugri Nabu.
Bugri Nabu, expose them. That is what we are saying. And we are also saying, beyond exposure, we are not going to show weakness in this election. Yeah, will be blackmailing into silence. And we ask them, and when you ask them, this is not the sending messages, all people in the north. We will not allow anybody to blackmail into silence. It is not a tribal election, and then a religious election. You're quite excited democratic process. We are going through a democratic process. And there will be a truth and the delegates are not undiscerning as it. The delegates are very discerning people. And this one would say they can manipulate the wisdom and intelligence of the delegates. No more cost or more play tribal politics. No more bahadia near back using for someone they play tribal politics. Yeah. We are saying this time around it won't work. They will never have their way with tribal politics. We'll make sure say will be also will be now no for electoral injustice of course will be votes not by 7%. We should data na could you be no move from May 55 to 61 and yet juma at this time out and yet juma this time around so be vote here and one day becamano when you vote beer and one day becamano. We don't care how people want to play the religious politics. You can say all accounts don't like noneness. You can say all noneness don't like accounts. We don't care. What we care is that the delegates are going to make a decision, and that decision they are going to consider what Ghanaians want. And at the end of the day, no more developer.
Yen koyenim kakre. Na yen hwesisi a campaign trail na namhefa.
Honorable Eastern Region.
Eastern Region, yeah.
Yes, Honorable Eastern Region. So far, we or Eastern can 11th region. Now I can fight no the Abel region. So far, I think compared to all other candidates, he has done most regions in terms of the tone. And the message to the other one, the three phases is on jobs. Or no, you might some one away the Oka. And Nigerians go, hey, Jumapa, Nigerians currently, and so also we Western region. And Mamina Atoshi is so moved with the team also. On also a Central Kakra, or about a Great Kakra, obey a vote and with Tinia Shanti, obey a number of regions. And this time around the campaign team, there were MPs in the show almost work for my ground. Those are people we don't want to bring their names and expose them into the limelight. We'll be so assisted out the attic. And penny for the bunch in there, done a bed. A
betray.
They are Breberson, they do baby, and Susan the body who bear the Ebigo.
Na yembisa we nswe owura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na waka bibi se ensika show bottom se wo sika o se den o ye no na odi be develop Ghana na mom ideas and obetumi am develop Ghana enso mati na moti am wo comment bi wo ho
me you see sometimes we leave it to the jury out there to make their own judgment. Boy publication mo ko comments go ase me who obi a they be all ideas in one semon. But the same person is yet to provide a single idea. Who now also idea? No, for us so many idea. The can go on more. What call elections? This is your third election. What call time is in 2023. What call general elections? What call also a quarter election 2026 primary. Who move you here? Who do you need? Also vice president, you pay now, pay essay. Who move also you want to appear so you here? But obi akebia on there sikankwa no almost can you only answer who ni answer at the running business to me the run by where the class be but we are asking him which idea has he proposed idea bad or the bar I said we in the previous one there were a mistake being be there was some extreme IQ be on there that me have bonus or idea be this is normal it's not for anything at all for the past 8 years we know ideas no hey. The Ghana United went to Mania, Hefan free is from the northern part of Ghana. Ideas bear the core way to be transformed northern part of Ghana. Or one group, ideas bear the core. Well, and when you actually be a old no and be ideas and more rich ideas. Oh, Obia at the Abba, so about decentralized, can upon the Abba, so about decentralized ministries at the other parts of the country. The argument they say about the development where there is a link between decentralization and socio-economic transformation. Or say, or convert the northern part of the country to be the food hub for Africa. Angasa West Africa. Or say, the link between agriculture, the link between tourism and socio-economic transformation, or the agriculture and tourism versus our these are great ideas. Fair be my or say or bad churches and obesha churches, each church be a be a business. And the churches will be running businesses on for more members, more at the equity, job opportunities and job employment for them. Yes, I need ideas. Any part is yet to present a single idea. The only thing he keeps talking about is interoperability, which is not, he didn't even give the interoperability. Or say, interoperability, and my Momo vendors, if 107,000 to 800,000 to a create 200,000 to a create 800,000 jobs. 800,000 jobs on the Bush and Force and yes, I Jumanibi. They must say, yes, I will be Jumanibi. So, Juma, Juma, Pension, Juma Kaya, Juma Hopo, no one say, or Fremo vendor as a creation of job. So, why not KTB? Interoperability. Sabena Okoya also was any more money. Would you send a Vodafone to MTN? I say one Casano vendor banner go to me about. Send one or our phone to now we are vendor banner or you call the Vodafone then they would cash. Would the MTN then the MTN? And so back for say, an idea creating 800,000 jobs. Never buy the yes age money. No fast to buy the yes age money. As was say or no idea, no, and what the other. I mean, some of these comments they are laughable. They are very laughable. But I mean, I'm just saying, into what they will pretend to say what the idea about. But we are yet to hear a single idea from his camp or from him.
Okay. Now the chat to say proxy voting no committee share 31st January elections because so no almost my ban so wuti abruchire untumi nka so obi nto waba ma wo untumi ma power of attorney to anybody so mbeto waba ma wo eno so mwate na moti ya mo camp reaction be na mo
media mamenka someone throw you see it's a balancing act. One, to protect the integrity and sanctity of our process, and two, going for the process. Nobody says it's an illegitimate procedure. It's a legal procedure. But you also have to look at the mood of the party now and the issues of mistrust and labeling and labeling also. And the party now has a committee, election committee, one more task they will say to protect the integrity and sanctity of the elections. Any project, you can project that will shape on qua. No take Ghana or workers also propose. But the point is that President has always been an avenue and for the manipulative elections in the role of the people man for. We have our data in Japan and your data so the last election cause. I tell you say data and data cause if you analyze it well, about 7% of Ken votes and no them about Dr. Bamia in the last election. I'm telling you for a fact. And I'm telling you now, the HD has a position in this answer money no. The president Odame, yes, any part 200 natural and Tabas Odamento. Into Odame Kurumo 200 times. See a taste and a man, see a tea, a bass and a man, Odame call 200 times or so quality. The one I verify, one I verify. Odame box and Munko 200 times. What can't we prevent it?
Nessa ban no mo ban kra na kwamua.
O baba beto. Near who say we panwa bed abeto. Then the typical suppose be one person. Pose my main show. The danger in it, and say, what to say be at the booking and boy. One more stand on who's the moon you wouldn't. And a year near throw or hidden. No, or market also any sign positive form. Into woman so could not that kind of own form or direction. Into any young could not or hidden amount to be and for another form. Senipa 5,000, 10,000, they be no more. Near fry him for and near friend for the phone for people who can't make a cash him with mamma. Oh, Posy, Trosa would have, Trosa yare. Nako tabuchi, so you had a glue her phone. Now you are damn sure that Sabos in there. Your Sabos living before the election. And before I know the best pattern, no one didn't conform on said I just shown. Or the secret poop one first from Monk of when tell you a cast of booking up more, everyone can conform off with near Tetchamo, and yes, also what an answer to the okay, unity, and yet it's a quite answer, but science and your posy. Before I bet to a banner, the back of woodly bear number of woos. And the project is not that simplistic and more can want them. And on way so in percent 10 branches better about. Oh, Pierre, who are Chabuchina or Becase, the current state of the party, he will choose Dr. Baromia ahead of Canada. Nobody will do that. One more Chabuchi, and they know what is going on in the rest of the world. They have well exposure, and they know who among the candidates you will transform the socio-economic fortunes of this country. The Abuche for their care, they are a banner 2 pound a bedroom. But we are working on a model. I bet you can't for winning our babede. I bet you. Say be a Europe behind playing, say America behind playing, say betray your money. It is better to pay more to protect the integrity of the election.
I don't know. Party never boss I can and I say aspirants now upana waye.
I send your bassa. Then you educate the boss I can have a whisker. Then you choose an aspirant. Then one of her say democracy, very expensive. It is better than compromising the integrity of the process. I was saying, baby, we be catch so you will see it to see me. The process is see me, and to be a local candidate, you would in it. But I catch myself.
It's you.
Say, say, take it from me, and we'll feed the Asian America, what about the new book council. You progress in this film, there is no way that about that can get up to 40% in this lesson.
Timbio.
You progress in this film. There is no way that Ababen can get up to 40% in this election. And the both did not create a manipulation and scheming mechanism that they are advancing. And yes, sir, and then election committee are making decisions because they feel they still have higher number in the national council. One more question if near the petition near the court council near court channel. It won't benefit anybody. It won't also go against anybody. Anybody also in Metron. Other election, said election, if you are in general election, go get the Timber Twaba.
That be.
One, two. you forfeited your right of your franchise. Oberton to Alberto. I don't know about Alberto. That kind of money. Why are they so bent on the point? I want to give an advice to them. That all that parents, not only us, there is no way it will never happen. See, I bet say, decision election committee. I am the election man offer. We will stand by the election committee. We will protect the decision that the election committee has made, and we will make sure that indeed there is indeed no process. That is not to suggest to say your time will three for an IBB. We will make arrangements for all of them to come and vote. But any person who soon to him at 2 years, and yes, soon, Yamano Waka.
Ura Kwesi Kwatin lawyer ni Okasama Honorable Kennedy or in Japan. And now in the Dinkomo. Kwesi area dasipa. Ese ni adai kwaso ya ni pitiri. Enti nana yasaba. Enkrata no ebi omu a wode be wie ya na nke ye wie.
Ase bi titemu a hawadama. Emfa so e.
So.
Unsa na me kan bibi che o se utimi hwa ade kese bi na bi aketo bi awu mu no na abiti wo. Wo da me bi sa story mienu ajadam. Was say my finance minister.
Ato Kasel
forcing.
Yes.
AK Ato is forcing.
But minority say Ato is failing.
Obi an agent.
Yes.
In addition you na what the aba say o seeking for $10 million tax waiver. If India fame yo. E dey ama India fame. And no ho.
Yes.
Me chiro the time say to be ahwe krata na chi a ho. Ahwe ya picture kese no be deceive. We ya no di firi ho a. Picture ketua bi so sha ase ha ba bi a. And so can be say okọ mrase bejefi a. Ora Steven Amwa. Stika.
Yes.
Yes o no obi yire e na awo ye kwa die ni akra ne yo no a.
Omo nkoye die ne bia.
Nkofo na ekeka.
Die ne bia mba.
Aha me ba. Ye ajada me na to boy. Emema de ba say ni mustance.
Dabi. Stance bi eni ho.
Dabi. Ye nyanko asem ni mu o. Ye nyanko mu.
Wo se omo koye ye no.
Ai.
Omo se omo aye.
Ai krata no. Ye wakan no se de nkofo keka nti afa na me be chirim.
Yo.
Na se si ade me bisa wani nti no. Mama wate waso a. Wudu wani hwem animu a ye kasa yi. A camera hwem nu mi anim ye se. Se wo hwe eye Ato is forcing story.
Yes.
Na hwe sika dia de na beton people na sa ada no.
There's a negative story sales.
Wo da wa de na beton.
Nti akese omo ye no big banner.
Ani enti o man yi mu. Na em say 1990s ni mu a.
Na dey see.
Na ye nya na enti say Rollins is mad.
Oh yes.
Say people na short. I think na a daily guide also.
PMP.
Na PMP eh. Na people na short.
Oh yes.
Bisa hu say die enti ya.
Rollins abodam.
Hey, na mo pedi abodam dey say.
Because Jack Baby na. Yes, and also na easy.
Hwe?
Okum nipa yes onum nipa moja malam janshi sata yeni malam janshi hey PMP.
Sa Rollins akwa bia wate akura se obo no sabrane so wode Rollins. Wono na se ezi
we PMP me kai pa PMP.
Ono na sa wakire.
Na PMP eda so ho. Because
yeah, big guy ache. Yeah, big guy ache.
Na me ton graphic.
Ebe o.
E kasua na me ton bi pa.
Na ton bi. Ebe o ho. Eh na say PMP dey titi o. Abro be bobo.
Yes, kitwa. And they friend Indosid.
Hwe?
Indosid.
Bobra. Papa. Me say
him say the kumkra.
PMP no.
No, abro be bobo.
Ayo.
Wo de tutu na wo de frafra aduane bia open na wo de gu akro ne dia wawu.
Akro ne dia wawu.
Ba nipa no mo nya hoden.
Ejada me.
Nti wo pese ukra bi how. Kope Indosid. Na tutu. Powder na afafra aduane enam tri na ade na fa gu paper bi so say na fa sha corners omudi ya duka da
akura ne bewu
oh wewu
enso nipa no
onya hoden se chef na brewa bebobo
no kwasem
no
wa chirem ejada me odi emu nsema ba Ghanaian publisher da obokrata no
wa chirem na kansem no musu sky ye den mi me bra
wo interest wo
pa
wo interest eni etia wa yenkomu en
bomam
wo hwe delegate obokrata no achi a wo hu wo say yenim se nipa nwotwe a helicopter idi ye wu no emu ba ko eye nadmo pani abedi achi Ɔte ase no Owura Samuel Aboache. Wokɔ Oboase a ne na wodi ne nkwi wo hɔ papa. Voice ne ya da ne se odidi mo mu bidi. Oh, Oboase akrachefo ne nwurabafo de na omo ya da ne pa na no esi ye sei. Omo da susu saa omo nsu nwie ye. Na de beto odwa nyina ne se aban no me nya ne ntia se nipa nwotwe ne ye Ghana ya de hye ne wo mo. Ena kwan no omo fa so wi ne mu eya. Sesei omo ahye ye nhunu wo mo se bi Owura Buamanie anase Owura Saponi ana Owura Aboagye omo ya de hye ntia wo se ye kra wo mo yie se bi yentimi fo wo mo kogu ba bia keke ye betimi akra wo mo so agye se ehunu se weni ansa na yetumi aye soma mo wo mo akra no se ye hu hi Bible no kra kan wo se so wu ni anye wa ye ase bi oba pon ba kra ne ho wonfa so
eno wa pam fufura na pam dada no
o e wo Bible nim
na mi bi se Bible ye wo nchemu bienu
ona so Owura Jerry kra ndi media dance se e wo Bible
me gidi se wo me ka se oboa
ntan kan wo Bible no
o
ewom
ko hin no mpese obeti
Bible no kwase na nse ye bi wo phone no
e wo so na me bi se wo apam dada na na se fufuro no
ye ne se oba pon ba no ne ho nim fa so
nte wo ne nta bi bi se sa mi ni se ye ko eye meeting
e na wo ko
obi na ewu e na ye se ya pa committee a ye ntena so ne ye hwe na omodi ni omegugu akwam we ya ebe yese we ya ebe se na ebe ufufuo nti omo kan ya wie na memeti odi na se na obi ewu na ya ebe ye fufuo ni ade ebe party na obi di sa asemi bai se Bible say
wu ni anye
we ye a obapon bakura ehu wonfaso
banya ayi yo ye ni nya didie
ena tire mi bi se pam dada no mu ani yehu
ewo chiro nim
ebe wa pam dada no
ewo mu da so mama wa Facebook ye kan on be type ayi no kra ba mama join a live on Facebook
in fact asem na
ba odame tie we da wa sha de ikusu mos mi hu so okobi me dan so mi hu so okọ me da kwanhwe kwesi dan so kra de abobo wo da mo fa mra Facebook wa na mo hwe ade traffic ne mo fa traffic ne mra Facebook na mo mo ra da me hu se asem na me kan ne no ano no obedi abusu apani na ne dihye bi be firi no wanye na ye on sesa na
na we mi ka se wuntie mi ka se we na mi anti ba ko biti ho ohwemidi no si Kwadwo
eyiye
ubeye peni wo memu a be twitwa ne omemu o
na ebe ya ma okwan yo
nse ne omabi wa hu hia
dia na hu
hia obi ewu afi ne ye wo fufuo tintim
dabi na wo dia na di difference bibi hu hia opani
eyiye de eye ayoho
tie
pati ase enti wunya dokun ba ku bi ne wontinam gravy kakra bi a wedi in fact ukoye ne wendi di kra nti den
o san kwa qualify ne gravy
kakra
na no ye na kakra ne we kra wedi
ba fufuo ne nkwan
ti nyina nkofo no
sa
wo mu num ti we ya sia no pa
party ana
tina we ayie se so ni ska dia mo bi nwu nti ni odame ko boda wrofu abusia fofo mo tan ka se wo mu na be wu no menu nche ni ebi kwa me mo ame ho
because sam do be ko muslim way
100,000 Ghana cedis kwa wuntumi nya yie ma ho nto
muslim ye nto hwe
kura yimu
nese muslim wu la doko
nya ho di
adaka ba kuna ye do besin unim adaka na du mosque bia so atwere kona mu
ho nwa no we say so tutu onema ye bobra yi na fa woni ala ntam
ade e betope eye krada white one e de chichire ho say ya na eja woni kakra bi sa mochine ba obetumi ahwe ne kakra
na ye visa kwa se we ya no David
na mumu de
akanfo de jaja fani na ye na ya fashe mu a
oh no
na fe ni ya to nkra o ya to nkra fra tifi hofo na nya so na wo de hye ba bende
munko so
se na wo obi ma mi wu na o ye be ma na tese wo su a enya so ma me na wu ti na wo su o dabi
kudi
skani obi su a misa ne se wan na ewu obisa se sika no wo sen na wo pesen na asoso
anaso se wo de jaisun ji 30,000 na fako
eno na wo na kasa
bu fan so osere
na benkata chi ma me ewu ano sa abire na tifini sebini tumafu nyi na afi na o tini suo no osu sa sika o
odi mamindi kokon se bi kire o
ndi kafre wa me ewu uzu
me ma me wu na me kobo fada amane fada hwem ni me se ma me wu uniskazo
ni te kwawie ni ho na obi nkase wu nya ya ejada me ene die ya
Esemo
ya o hwe na wo wadi 90 years kra ya 120 kra ya Entistika de no ena abusua ne se maami fa omo baba wa wanya mfie miensamra no omo kwa ne DNA test
no mo fa nhwe se
ne fa hwehwe wo mo de hye no ewo mu ene ese woni omo de ha ne hen wo so mfa akoda ne ma emianya ne test na abusua pa ni si na wa ware me de hye ene no awo me de hye no aye ho ade wa hye wani monyam wa mo anya oba bi akeke yeso oba ni monyam ni okunu me de hye na hye wani monyam ansa na onya ne ba bi kro kwa me de hye fa aso kwa kwantu oba anya wa reho na me de kopa me de hye mu na mo be crown ni yie fa akoda ne ma yenya die na obo matom ye ntia
alata mwe
oso ntia se nyese na no fa kekewu kire wo mo twi so akora ma oba ba ko a na owura no ene no esan kakra asa na obeware we no ne ba ene no de volunteer de ne ba ne bae ene de ne koya DNA ene e konya opani na mu no na omo wie na busa pani si enno me ne won fa ha nhia ha o ka se megyae obo wa me 3 years akwa me ne DNA de wa ne kire se ebi kura na enye me na etimi nu nche ne ye na busa pani no ene yeso woni OKFM edi nkomo na yeso o chirechire mu ensem bi mu na abeto montene se abusuapani sie omo koye no omo te wa chire se omo asew oba Abigail no ana owura Samuel te ase na yire ne legal wife no ote abrochie no omo hu se akora 3 years na abusuapani na eka pacho nyamia abusuapani se omo te se akwala no enye omo de hye owura abwaje na mom owura bia ye frɛ no stika
anaye we ya no mde kwahye Vincent ekwasefo
asefu anko obesu wo life so internet is o mate em ze o mu ya wa no be emre no mde ahye
ba mate se owura stika so ono de 7 years ago
ena no onim awura bi
ena on date years onim no ne twempena
ayo
7 years ago no ne twempena and 7 years ago they say omojai
one OKFM di nkomo no so no wate de abusuapani aka na ne bu afu pa sekase ehye ne bu se tienie ne bu afu asam na abusuapani ka no ka che ne se omamu emra wa ha o se de edikan awura Abigail no se de awu kan one na san na ye emfie nso wachi awura nso aware akora na nya mfie miensa tibi firim ti ewa It stekase won tena mo bi mfa asem he no sa
nti for cry great
ohun no cry atofo etu no one wo mo enche ni ye
na die no mo ye
say abusuapani no okeka ka ne nsem na stekate bi na stekanso hu se Ghana afidi akese ne mu ba ko ye OKFM despite media etu onya hu yi na no wo ho a ne tiri ho san wesan no
na and there sadia stekan involunteer no ye
onye DNA ne aden how
and here by force
Debbie
okoye na machi na isasema
na no
ana machi so
wo biti ne baby hwenye no adwuma mi yesi e
free screen
opani obiti ne baby hwenye no onyale o adwuma mo so mo ye free health screening eno osi wonkonko ye bie okoye so HIV
kai
ya wono na adwonja beto ne si wo ko pe den wo ho
nti wo school of thought for no mo chese
wo kwaja ma ho kwai
eni se ukoye HIV test no bi no
wo de kwai wo kwaja ma ho won na wo yale na ho dodo wo na akwa dokotafo se e wo se ye test ahodo bi dia ene ye ni nyina ka ho a ene se nya wo na wo kan ye na wo tuo odame se wo tuo hu so nya hwe nye wo so le ya se me kwa akoye test ahwe
me metaye ne adi twitwi yasin se o ma Abigail ashi odi iba ha
yo
em say last month kra na ye bi o se bi
dia ye obi fie yes obi fie
na se munji
enya wo dia wo nyi hu ni opani
adamu nda na
ade bi wa anya wo hwehwe animu o
fa twitwi osikeke say ye positive ebeba positive
mo na ne ye kasa be na nya akro fi ye funu be na onya ebu ono atofa be na onimbu akra mo no okogu atofa be ogi hu nkire na ekwokyere no na wo koye na bibi kodane e
edane
wo de nya Ghana
na dane a na wasan ye
tie
what you say
se busu me so stekate na ba bi o
da bi o person sign it no
stekate nya hwehwe o sa hwan ti na do ode obika
nti se family ni koye omo so omga koye no mu hia stika a sample on bende
they should go to court me minister car omo nko court na court me letter die ntia e wo se
long process
ne ye den ye de mra na ye do wo man
sika no aveli no ho oye mra hye bedwani
interest
de interest obesan ho
when a wo oni bibi o sign ho wo busua pani na wo interest say wo suspect wa sew ne say akora no a wo se wo ye wo ne wo de hye ne ba enye ne ba wo na wo so suspect
na me kura busua pani me support in the sense say in kan na wo se Eko Vincent Asefua
afei de
e ba ne sen na be du stika so
we nipa
akwa so ekoko
nipa se wudi na chi won
stika etuntun stika gesi da stika titie
say what na condition onye tu
stika bobia na hwe akole omo nse aka mom o se Vincent mum
sa
ba Vincent any lady na zo mo se
Vincent ko yesu
oh me friend me friend also da me
eh omo emu ni asem she
me friend also da me sansem hu no we bisa no
omo awe mu me say enfie be say de ho ni be 2010 o bibi sa sunyan no so ke dia akora bi o ma bibi tombrodo wo sunyan baby ye graphic no papa sunyan no cocoa board no cocoa house ni nche akora bi anko no so ye de hye mampani bi o gala ya sem keto omo ye ma mi ni tu o me ka me kire wo
ma me no so hwe a oni sa mampani ni twaka bia
ma mi wa chi bofro to kwan no wo
obi e to
graphic awatobi
mampani aben ne pan ya obekọ so a chi bofro to ho Akudeyi
Gana
for pakeka kra dodo
ye ne she mampani bi o gala
wa
what that now
Nanama
also sekanye je nanim opani tina ba bi Ghana asem na otwi no yekọ tina ba bi
ana 7 years still ne die ne da so
tina ba bi din seka tina ba bi din
who said so possible
nyon kwa na wawe obi atwam tina ba bi din opani nyeji wanim
waye
enyeji wanim
waye
omo pese odo ubesan with ya they should go to court me o letter nsupi na de ntia wo se oba menye sa pa de amane nko ofo family lawyer
bankedu baby na opese wa so uyi hu fi ase mu a nsi e fan o
nya hu hia opani
ye nja ne sa
na obi ntifie bi mu wo ye sa akra ne se ni fiura
nenu se so ne sen ya che
watena fie wa
sa ware for kwa mutena cha se mo se
mo ho watena fiura dan ni mu fie dunie o ne ba na o se fiura na ntifie se me kosan miti wo de kwagege wani odame wo de bibi se ya gege wani
se wo na wo ye be ma nka wo beje atum sa
me kwa die na meje atum
wo na wo ye be ma na wa ware wo ye
enne ne ye ka tena obi anka obani ha ho
sa
ha ho o me se ma na nyeje nanim o
yo
se kan be send ni message obi abeka bia monti ne abeka bia monti o
ayo
monti ma se beje fon so no mo se 2026 budget ne te se de aban de o man ne to chacha no
minority minority na kasa sa de omo ano mbeka
na na nka we obi foforo
dabi
omo
a na be free aba
omo a
na yesi Ghana for bi say one good turn deserves another share the Ghanaian point in him
na se papa e ko no akra no so wonko bi oni
no ko bi ko ahwa Ghana
for we interest dia awi anka
Ghana for be tunu susama
obepam no
say wo be ko tetem
okay ona na damra ne nipa na eye bi to me see o
ti yenti samra no
oh men ka see ensesa no but there is nothing like impossible
okay agree
ni hosa
agree enti yensa ma no akonya foforo
ni hosa no so obekọ de
say the Ghana for
say enya ni udi ma yakwa wo so woni wo puba o ye ne obefi ahye o so woni say na akwa o tafi na no so
be kakra
o de bi obefi wo so ompe ne de
ompe
ni ompe de o ka so ope ni wayi ni yema ye ho campaign wanya
wa babenya the second coming of John
no so obeba
na waba
no akan na ampan so waba oyi ni yem ye ne campaign
ababio
ni waba nso so no waba wo ye na dwuma nti ni de ba ko ne de
mo wonu mo amu keke kase onsambra no se
Ghana
fo omofom kenken ko no ho
Ghana fo de di
me yodum
to me kunfo Ghana fo ye di wo manim aka na wo ye de ate wanim nye na nko ba bi na jeje wanim se Ghana fo se ngido wona be hu
se MP fo bi o se me pesua fo se
me pesua fo antesem ko wumbua
okay nana matufo
na nkofo first time nkofo nkoto forms ma wo mu
sa nas aya anya ono a
una se si bebre ada o mu si bi nsi on
esi
wa transfer nkofo hyehya no amo makoto forms
no abo cash na amo
no makoto na wo ne to de bia wa tena ho mi so dame yete wo na akoye coverage se squad we mu se o mo pagya 50,000 cedis na hwe Zango for your muso on page 50,000. Asem any dance open here twabi asem na bi dey dance you. Oyo wo mu gina hoyo muso am di 50,000. Ato form sa ma obi a.
Ubi se obi a 1,000 kro nya bi.
O kwa achiri opani. Ndi ndi. Ya de suma wo mu.
Ya de besia.
Ai.
Ya de besia. Enti
Maji wa kunya be me na me sori
Nana amatufo na wote ne nka se ode ene papers a ebe adwaman so e de breye no. Abjafo no so atena se Obed Opinta hanom from the NDC. Yaw Yaboa enso alande. Sasuna Richard Suma of the UP United Party. Ya sorry. Ana mu slogan is saying
Ghana first.
Ghana UP.
Ghana first.
Go for ntio.
Oh, UP the one Ghana first. Ghana above everything. Not party first.
It's ye can say me yensuyen.
Oh, UP one United Party. Ghana first. UP party papa. UP Ghana will definitely rise again.
Oh, okay. And the young UP
Ghana first.
UP
Party papa.
UP
Ghana will rise again.
Oh, okay. Urala no ye.
Oh, what's your
Boho.
Shy, that was everyone says solo in the sister Penny Solomon Usu.
Yeah. Communication, yeah.
The sister Penny Eka baby.
Okay.
And you know, the last Saturday, I think the past Saturday was the 1 week. So many Alan in Penny for the Kotandichi.
I will fine.
I work by with Tobies.
Oh, okay.
And the year Nakasa is on the 13th of December.
Tobies, you know, Ubefra si kone ana 0.
No, about me for Weja Junction. Ubet me for Malam. So I could far straight, I could fruit by people no.
But people hold baby near for 0.
0, yes, top B, yeah, 0, yes. So on a year Nakasa suo.
Okay. Uncle Robert. Akwaba.
Mini odame. Yeah.
Na ho ye.
Yesu odom boko na so e.
Mesu Yesu adom me ho ye papa.
Good news nkwa na name nti no. Yes, one or two.
Ebini ne wen.
1 or 2 gimmicks binim ni ade but be ne dey. Your boy ade mpa say.
Good news mpese mti good news ni.
Na anka wa kra esa anka wo ka ba ko kra kire me.
Te say
one policy o hu. President Muhammad Abba mani age ho age say mani je ho from day one am tell sa policy no. The big push.
Okay. Now here the Baba Expressway no.
Charlie.
Any other rules be no.
Minia, me say it is something that I love so much.
Okay.
Because a dedicated funder says can yen to me because can be any ho.
Then from GOG ana government of Ghana na say kwaji bosia obi aba. Nti government of Ghana.
Yes.
Okay.
And baby near me nyini anyame adom yesisi no.
Yeah. And now to force in can.
Yes, it is anyame adom ska ekohonoma. Last year, I mean an amount of 30 million Ghana cedis or something like that, if I'm getting the figures right, was dedicated for it.
Okay.
For the big push. But this time around, no, it's about we have about 30 million.
Wow.
Ghana cedis are dedicated for the big push, and it's going to help. I mean, your roads, you know. President Amaka. I say one thing. I say Ghanaians should bear with him. The next 2 years, ne dear.
Ebe hu ya kwan papa.
I say. Ube who said, "Umbe kakra," but bear with us. Who now quite so busy now construction bear with us. But the next 2 years, you know, we will see good roads.
Okay.
And it is lovely. It's lovely. But I mean, yeah, ADB. I'm saying last week. Yes, last week Bahana, Yebabe Dean Komo.
Yeah.
And per 1 or 2 calls, yeah, and they say, yes, we need more. Obichire. Paying 4 frame and 1 or 2 people we are close to Afenyo marking.
Okay.
Frame in Honema. And all what Yakasa many senior and say, I need to retract it. What I said so illegal MP. So I retract it officially. Say he's not illegal MP within MP. So there's no cause for alarm again.
All right. And then I say, yeah, that one swasi. Say, I don't know, okay, na make us say illegal means now what kind of day. Na yenshede kwanya bibefa so aye illegal MP to become an illegal MP. And say, wow, so we jemu a yes, there was it.
Of course.
There was it pa.
Simple as that.
And the Honorable Afenyo Marking also
Odin MP.
There was na ya boa we pagya ne mu kakra nti oba na ina ya kadwuma no egum na yenhwe the journey so far say owura justice for Kodwo Boni oba be chief justice in the year na his excellency John Dramani Mahama odine si akonwa so as chief justice or the ne mantra shedding same ne yenhwe ne journey so ofri high court and high court eba for the next one priest court and now the be supreme court as CI ye de echeno ahye ya wonim kakrafa ho ene ye beye no acting ye nominate no the nomination no say vetting the course ho no mo answer ya approve no parliament ansana ende president Mahama e de ahenche na ahye no the journey so far.
Medase na me fa konya so nchia menu ano.
We dem say ma owura ya oyebo a akwa abana nkofo hu say MPP ni wa ha. Ha. Ayesa camera there no is not for you but microphone no betumi chim na pempem. Aha.
Okay.
Woni mic mu so papa. We also me feel owura ya oyebo a
Menu Adame.
Akwaba.
Yenua na pomboko there.
Bibia boko.
The crystals.
Na then the cause of my catch MPP for.
MPP there.
Kitu ebi na yentu aso.
MPP na asumdwe ne wo. Senior a break akran party na ro the activities are ebe ya ye mpenifo bedi enim. I think that is a calendar na yeguso edi ho.
Okay.
So any intina ma ebri mama jam ho si wo sa mo pese amodi part obi abontoa ye mira Dr. Brian Champo enra no de ne nto abo wo efifi mantem no
Central region
efifi mantem
yes
eba ewiye ye din komo na ho kasem no se anase ni je sem awom no se ne ensem no tofa bono dudo na no party ma no agi atum na mote ase.
So we free where the Baumia Kosene Chio because Bama Ebura Central region there.
Ukasasa na akwa se party for ni nim ne amope. Sebi anuntina ya mo bia kwanya se omfa ne nsemanya den ento party man ne. So do wasem koto na party man de beko adwendwen mu.
Okay.
Ni ayo se de hen na se ye fa se manyoko e de bo ye ho bra ebeboa ya na amumu hwan ne ye pagya no e di party nanimu a inkunimdi a ye pe no sabio de bia me kasa political party obotai ne se obe win election
yeah
asori ku obotai ne se obe win akra amanyankopon
anya heaven
e kasa o win akra amanyame a everyone say no heaven nyankopon no be kire dio ne modern boso ne wosofo enyo no say de no modern boso awrade ani
okay ti yesi ye kwa so say be ko heaven
nti your righteousness is as filthy grab before the eyes of the Lord. Righteousness wa hoti o mumpo no the sent into magofin we rade anim. I will show mercy to whom I would want to show mercy to.
Hey.
Nti me hu mobro we wo de me hu no moboso. Sa na me
anu so yiyim wo mu.
Sa na me say eye onyankopon ana otita me say hwan na ne hu fi.
Hwan na ne hu tete. Okay.
So what I said, name was sorry there. The Great Commission is a monko we asia
Kansam pano.
Kansam pan. The obeji edino.
Monesu.
No mayor craters for my rad.
Hallelujah. I say amen.
Amen. Enti me mama de ma enti ye nuanum na no e born to I can asem. Amoji tumwa na ebrim de ye hu de yate no. Tire say yera Dr. Brian Champo nsema obi difference welfare. Wankasa wasitena mu abrabo kon ba fa se be pagya wasitena mu say ye adwuma sem say adwuma sua ehumasua ade bi e be ma bebia mpempenso bi a obi ampunto be bo abrabo mu no eno no ye de odwene ho
okay
enne say ye be nya resources e de be boa party na be nya ho de na party be ye adwuma akopre to me 2028 and sense me na order to for me for say do na party man ayede age atuma come 30th 31st January. Ebe so aba papa na di nkunimdie nso bebre yewura Dr. Brian Champo. Tu busaya MPP mu de emprempren asumdwie na yo medas.
Yeso yadase. Na Mr. Obed Opinta na pano gusua u kasa Chief Justice and they didn't see kunwa so Jenny so far.
So we want the title, Mr. Obed.
Mr. Opinta.
There be title Opinta and Obed. Yanko yenim. No titles there. No.
Don't worry.
My worry. I can't want to share it. My worry 10 years.
And you're from Mr. Was from that. Don't feel it. Now, Umba from that year.
I know they say my mom should run it. But sometimes you know your boys with you.
Okay.
Yes. You know your boys with you. You know, me feel say training me nya you know. I mean penny be pa Dr. Reverend Abedukwashi, very Reverend Abedukwashi. Training be baby Saltmore. And when we went there, or can we be International Leadership Institute, or can we be, and we're all Dr. say young friend John. It's all for paying you.
And said John, the ultimate John. No more say name no.
And now our friend will be near Korean Mobi. Okay. What I say? Titles there, and I said distance Biba. Because we pay from no money when you know be
and 1% go boom so wenyi.
O mama kasre me.
E say o person dey bibi 10. Mr. Braja, who worry nkwa da wunso. Obi a worry 10 years.
Oh, Mr.
Oh. Obed. Ayo.
Yankoso.
Yetio.
Anti me fa konya so na me chia party pay for ne aban mu pay for. Me boss. Edoji. Tamakro. And Sammy Jemfi and Abraham Ferguson, the supreme leader himself.
Okay.
Chia Munina and paying for a boy and ma yes you to me Ebeka Sachagana for Momu Abanania oh yeah. Yeah, so on the issue of Chief Justice Bafuboni.
Yeah.
But I want to ask this question. Is Cynthia, who is the senior there? I think he is the one, right?
Yeah, I know Moyino.
No, but senior, I mean.
Yes, he say Onompo Kind say he's the most qualified.
Yes.
Because he is senior.
Senior.
Yeah.
No, he's senior crouching a
Tokunu.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what goes into it and as appointments in Omoya. Sabi Telebia and ya pow. Obi o senior because lawyers the omo seniority no.
Yeah.
Omo the year juma pa. Omo the year juma. Into time I frail no. Even cry say last time I was talking with someone what I was told they say your frail number your frail 1259. Next will be 1 o'clock.
So we senior.
The senior the 59 once they the same day but just the time no. A different one. Yeah. There's a seniority there. So looking at the journey so far. Me when I got to even know say onona ojeli atayi ni ade no meaning say you be a kukudru for
sir
yes or you kukudru for in the sense that atayi time no na nya easy say and Accra ha no before ye chi atayi kran popo no me am hu say am for born Ghana ha and onam kroma graphic obia that time no graphic short here kra graphics are publishing. They were all wanted to see
who that
is. To the extent say to me chini or to me jelly no nyas akukudo no cross and so it trying 70 years is the same. And meaning say you be a or de emra a year juma na onyo bi nso a oye katasumu mu aso because I am very sure say so oye katasumu mu aso a anka President Mahama onyi no looking at lawyer Raymond Atuguba.
Yeah.
Yes, the dean is it or a dean of School of Law?
Yeah.
Or Kasembi some time ago. I think if my memory serves me right, I'll say a article be say judges, Supreme Court judges no ruling in favor of Abaya Ede Omoko. I think I don't know, senior meaning say where Kaya say I think he was the one who said one of Omokansa 7. But looking at the history and then the succession a year, going to Supreme Court, he was appointed by President Kufuor.
Yeah.
Into Mikrano, when I saw the MPP led by their minority leader, Afenyo, making that kind of way about him, you know, I was a bit, I mean, worried. Say, are they more appointed in the core, you know?
So one can be to do to do with Bafuboni's person as an Ejumayo.
Oh, he did.
No,
you know, Mami Chawade, Anka Okoko na vetting honum. Anka na was say you treating the persona. What did them journalists? Because the person has come there to vet him. Anka say be vet Chief Justice Office. What did them journalists? You be vet Justice Bafuboni
to that office.
To that office. It is the persona no wakoti na honum no. Now a different from
the office.
So what did them journalists? It is every crowd I think say majority leader. It can be say we are talking about, and I'm the chairman of the, you know, we are talking about the person's office. We are not talking about name, marital, whatever. Like, you use some phrase be. All because say the panel and not ye be vetting and say you or qualify as say obey Chief Justice. But here say because money na my mra. Now some to no. Ni we can me expectation can be a you pay for baby sa cra say it is CC ano. Mra na da ho say birth certificate. Enye say ye de kire say we Ghana ni no amra no ye de
say no kwan ye enough
enough what I say but the question is that what makes it enough what makes it enough as a Ghanaian what them trying to say those questions ni na because of say now quite one-sided you know we know Ghana had it I know politically. Should I say politically? Yes, because on the executive appointed him, and then once the legislature a war
executive so
now FANIN KWADWO papa ne yeko. But odame papa no o hwe ne records ne utie na bakosem to the extent po say otumi eja na djuma ma ne yere continue adwuma no ma no kopa adwuma foforo no say so ye nipa bi a I don't know the word to use but like odwen echena and put it that way odwen echena ho and such person I think say ye dey nakotena ho no you think about tomorrow
okay
because obedwen say echena ho ni ho a emra bia me mabreso ebia ye be share because Supreme Court you say on my judgment a law emra bia ye be share na say judgment bia be make bia no so so ben na be ma oman no
okay
ba meda mpanyfo so ase say wantwi e koban na ade nya yantie because me no get to the day mami mi hu date crowd or that's what you a president appoint you na president say me mpe obi me you na 1 or 2 binti this am you are na sa won ti ase a me say me di obi fufuro na eba so say wo grant na wo name bi no anye we say nti no why do you have to I mean why would the minority protest make noise about all these things it's kind of so pa ne onko twe no onko piska ne
na wan fama no
and the onko say na president in fama no but now the open doesn't mean that the president will say or try na asama sign say osamra meye eyi
as ye yin de ye na wie
na chama
nya kwa ukọ
dem biem
say na minority
na ye nya yi wi dem biem
na ne entitlement so e
and don't fight here that's what you should fight fighting to come back what are you come to do nipa wo mame a wo ma oba time a na ye bo obi de no amre wani
ewen
Ghana ha ya
say bo hwan di na hwan mura nanim
yo minia the videos are there
I'm say bo hwan di na hwan mura nanim
oh there was about 2 or 3 functions President Mahama this time no former president ko pie on ma ye bo na mame na yanim so
Oya den.
No I nim say.
No, we see why you board them.
Your board President Muhammad the board the and nim better before you need so anu omre nani.
Just say me fan say MC no e board President Muhammad din. Nti obo ne din no.
Na ma me ne to omre.
Na no ho na tumi e kan sa ne
The video is all over.
Eh.
The video is all over.
And yeah, AI.
Oh, Debbie. Pure. That time, Krabuna. Yeah, me.
And to your boy, President Mahamadino, and the camera no panny could do my meaning.
Ah.
Eh.
Nagana, I didn't the camera banner. I want to say, more your program.
And your boy painted near the camera bishop menim. I didn't see a board near the bishop menim.
No, Honor, I saw what I say. No, Ghana, no. But you see, make Canning just a passing comment. But make Canning, the woman, honestly speaking, on the Ghana, we was assuming, that me crown Supreme Court, what there. I was angry this seniority in a year,
But you knew what, sir?
I'm not making one minute, I say. Because CC, and when you go to Parliament, the most experienced person in the country in Parliament, he is now the Speaker. Almost he wasn't appointed because of so he's senior. But on more to abandon in their own wisdom in 2021, 2021.
Yeah.
Yes, that midnight in their own wisdom. They got to know, say, no, this person has experience. And she quite of us manage the 137. My the 2020 for administration. It's the 8th Parliament. Thank you. It's to me, honestly, I would say, sir, my Papa no, I think I was just about 1.5 years. So 1 year to go on retirement. You should set a precedence. Nema, very proud of. Chinabi, your born.
I'm retirement. I'm going time be. Yeah, be. 70. Say I was 65, 69. Okay. Yeah, 55.
Yeah. Inti odbe we no. Never saw be we no. We should all be proud. Say, Ukraine or Babe Sumo Mangana. But one thing, when they say, I plead with him. Say. Omamra aye din Ghana, especially the corruption cases, no, and go fast. Adjournment to ye dear sem now any case need to next month. 2 months.
As my okay, it's very pregnant.
Oh, no, it is not nice.
I didn't tell you corruption cases no and go fast.
Now we go there is can nipa no dey is ka odwen home.
The case be was ah.
Oh, case dey say bebre ho. Whether this administration or whether this administration. By any case now, the Monday need the agenda case need to Thursday. Yes.
Now,
adjournment didn't call
fast track
3 days. Anyone on family back. Even if we don't even need fast track court. The court has to work and stop say the agenda case to a woman be a me mama aba kwa you trying a car born na you trying na. Ye mama prayer ye di asem court na mo ma case so more agenda next month. Next month no crampo no and just 2 days event the first week 23rd 24th until that say who the case the first second more no agenda until that is 2 months roughly. But corruption cases especially any cases binum sa no there the case no at least akwa echire kra 1 week ni anya ni tentem na wo this can be 2 years can na fa nko tuma na say you fa nko tuma next time no and serve
who shall they weapon.
That is it.
Okay. All right. Alright, ya boy.
Menu abema.
I'm watching us bio.
Major so.
Jenny so far. Justice Paul Kwadwo Bafu Boni. This year we pass through. Why bench so from High Court, Appeals Court to the bench acting CJ afide ya nominate no vet na course when himself nyamiadom ya approve no parliament and there his excellency edna tena kunya no so the road is in your front
kojo me dase ma memfa kwanya so na memfa nchia mu ode ma watiefo ne ahwefo amohwe o Facebook efidie ntintan so ma membo yura His Lordship Chief Justice Bafo Bonnie Abaso.
So the kwadwo no ka ho. Na me kofo hu say me name ne wo.
A discagu botoman. Okay. His Lordship Justice. His Lordship Justice. Chief Justice. Justice Paul Kwadwo Bafo Bonnie. Good. Mame Mbona Baso. Why are there? Share Mzofia half region.
Okay.
Yes.
Gosu.
The first.
Yeah, okay. Gosu LA. Local authority.
Master Crown, no, I didn't know.
Hey.
Yes. Na me nim da. Iti omoya ne vetin no. Na my wife catch them say. Ne ma me nua na on case we justice Supreme Court no ni.
What were in 10 years? One kada.
Oh no, wakaba na me nim say.
Onwa.
Onu ni nti omoya na no.
Vetin
no. No case ne ma me nua na.
And they say no.
Oh suspect. Papa on tank Kofi. Oyere o mane nko yi. Ma yere nko wadi.
No me yere buso for mu wo from sir.
Wow.
Ye tibia chere se wo ma yere nko fi nti. And na won say
but I'm managing aware say my retract the illegal because na me ne
illegal MP no kan ye
against
afenyoma.
That's fine. That's the beauty of our politics.
Yeah.
Maybe to start off now ne yɛrɛ yɛ ɔsɔre mo yɛ yi bi sɛ akanfo yɛ yie na ne boɔ de na de ande
ɛnɛ nneɛma hu bi a mo yɛ ka ho obi ewu na mo wɔ fufuo
the misconception about Akan tradition sɛ onte Akan tradition na se a this kind of myth and misconception you put out there making it look like say they glorify the death and I say ɔmo ni de ɔmo de sika yɛ wɔn de mi nua bɛ mɛkɛ ɛyɛ adia ɛka busua we use it as a can for no yɛ use ɛyɛ ɛde ka busua yɛ de ɛbom ɛyɛ ma yɛ akonya ama nhunu wɔ busuafoɔ so ata sɛ and aware enti me yira me ne tin de ɔyɛ dagombani
okay
aware ta mama copy it bia Michiano America Michiano London Germany yawo yɛ many na anyini ɛyɛ betimi ama memma akonya ama ma bafie ama busuanfo nso ehu memma se bi ma de ma wo awo nti akanfo e de ayie ka busua ye de ebom akanfo de ayie ye niema bebre sabi obi wo wa no ne so wa bi kra wo ntawantawa ayie ba sa abre ne ye gina so e de enkabom na prepare yo ebeto buso for us it's not only about nipa na wewu no it's about the all kono ye kura na chi na mo so a ye te ase no kwan beba so ye beka ho abom ne ye didi abom se abusua no do abetena ye mu so when you look at it from that angle sabi another one no so e kire se wotena ase na wo ma na wo fie bu beto abusua mu a apart from one kasa no so you also owe the family a responsibility se wo be kura udin mu ye sabi udin damina dawso no nya wa na adoto
dabi
obi na didi ne to so
yes
into what responsibility obebo bra papa na din wakura mu yie na so abamfa so into wan kura sai din mu yie no wan bo ho ban yie a yetutu ajeje mu that is a responsibility and sana waba abusua no so you also have to make sure say obebo bra papa na waje wachi yie oma wabusua into wan to bra bo so media me kobo akohwe ababra bo bia that me wu a pamsan bia de mesen rekọ woni mbagu ase to peja wo asudie so bobo bre wo mamba asase so a wo asudie so behwe wo ma na do ma begina ma pon ma tena be na that is wo kra wachi ayefe ti akanfo no wo kwan fa so amachechera mabusua na de ani onyam hye ebra mabusua nesa munim ni amoya amho na amsoro amoye yiye chinchinchi sena na oni yewura ne kan so a little Alice
me dem me worry and so be ewu na mo wo fufu adi enya yero ho
me pa cho me busa o now we are two comparison amoya adowa wi amundidi
yedidi na mo ye mbo sound system tin wo ho no
mudidi
yes
mudidi monk come on sase
nsasa ye de yeto ye yi bi
mon yi sika o
dabi
adowa ye yi sika o
dabi ya mbonsa
mo
begina se ko chairman san ne mba ya mpre omo
otudin men kase to wo se mon
suna
mo anye suna nya adowa
because of see tudin tell me
no mon tudin say bia we eno ye din to say
say no kakra bi ensu afisa bi the lie
and
they are two
yesika
yes
fisa be the lie
yes
inti no mu yisika kwan of us yi ni de ende eno na man cultural differences kwan of us
anti mu de na culture
the culture no kwan of us yi the fact na say wo yisika say sika na wo yi na so say so wo yisika
meka baby won say eye yo no aduane sem ne ade no eye hu ni say won say fu anopa no krampo no da obi mu tu kwan eba so we make sure say sabe come the nipa waba na one thing I say hu so say sabe nipa wu ene na young people ewu
ene amoye buffet
meba young people ewu meba o dem amen ka say bi young people wu na ma na ya areho na a transition to heaven there san kan ya areho
me say akanfo se bo brayi wo bo brayi asanse ma onye issue amen ka say so me ye wo me ti anka man kwa na papa bi de alaji damosi ono no ye first person wu ya wen wo nkwanta ye transport ni funu efiri be wu di bank kwanta besi me so anankremofo funu ye se ye ntu kwan
oh yeah
para alaji damosi ma mo so wo ba wi ase na wo bo brayi ya wo funu tu kwan
no if we bet me to kwan ebia na tie
so one more brayi ya
ubo brayi one boy yo
so wu
na se ubewu free baby me fa ne say across zongo na ubewu 37 ha ye do funu beko
thank you but
yes ye wa ha
me hu omo so asebe one more brayi no fi across zongo do bewu 37 na yere fi across zongo bedu ani yesie
why ne sie ni wa ha yes ye no
no enti make sure say akamfo e de yie send the message
ya ti ase but buffet na moya no
buffet no na make sure say buffet no
serve yourself
ukọ adowa mundidi
ye nidi
me say me ya wo me wo is esema anya video so na wo betra di tro enti jade o bika no
ye serve aduane but be say aduane ai serve
wo de no kwa ye ma to safi ye do go ayi friends say bom na odi ye se me de no
ye kurikuri masa ene
kurikuri aduane ya serve the bottom line is that you been fed
yes
if I decide say me de no me de begu bom na me de ye guso fefefe na obi akọjere de a eye aduane kro na na ye ma
so momoji fans do
it has been turned into festival
so what
no
you can go into the excesses of it
and the excesses ni ye kan
me say na nanansa Oba Alaji Dr. Alaji Aliu Muhammad the 13th
there be entimi ambabi
na no so na nkremofo yi anniversary brana behwe
the
bottom line is say basa asiso a bobra papa na jadi papa
na uwa ya to party
uwa ya kura wachi yie
ni na ewo hia
na aye enyonyam hye ama wo ene wabusua
until this year competition no
it's your definition
because we person kire say yes my ye
me kwa ye bi wo infante na ye no asoro dem na ye 2 na ye 2 se 3 na no kwani nyame nim sada na me ka kire me ho se
bo bra ye
no hwe ba ko bia
ba ko no ahu
ho we se
amuna uwo na amuna
uwo kwa na me fa
me say amuna uwo
na hwana de besi ho
that is the question
oh ya me say akamfo amamre no nte ase a
meti ase
ubekika de
na wo fra me odame me yese me de
no yeah mi wo nuanum bebra sabio the knowledge yen anya tuba yen traditional knowledge no nipa brain nim we have westernized our mind
no me I know ba me kire say ye ne made tra so dodo
ana make say that obefi Ghana obedu Nigeria so wako Nigeria do wada obeka chem say the wo friend say aban no
Kumabi. Ayo.
So what
That's it.
Me that's it. Yeah,
You say
His Lordship Chief Justice Paul Kojoba Fuboni. Ushe baby I was here. I am a pamo mufi humble beginnings.
yeah, oko LA local authority.
I me asume ko RC.
Roman
Roman
Catholic, yes.
Saint Joseph Roman Catholic.
The district authority. Mumbai we are
What I say. So me am tie e nkranhye bebre ma me se me so me bo me homode na me sim painting kwa that be mekomanim na that me hye mabusua ene onyam ye kan ye bo na ye bo na busua ade ne ba wi ase o ma me ne papa e wo justice e ba ye ene nkunimdi a wadi ama na busua na me bo na baso na maka se bebi wa bedu no bele am yase se wanyini mfie nso akọ nanim bebre de chen se wa huniema bebre wa asetene mu nti onfa ne su ehunu nim de a wanya in the judicial service no emra mebo Ghana na Ghana ntumpom fi bebi obeto ye no enema a oti eche no hu se ye yanye ne yie no onfa sa akonya iso no on correct no na gidia sabio nipa dodo na ni wo yen atemwo adwuma mu no onfa sa agidie na nya de emra back na memfa sa akonya so na metu ye amanyofo se ye ntwe ye hu anya de emfiri atemwo adwuma mu because attentia enim address attentia enim address se ye mbu waten kwan bone so da obefo se bia na momu no si ye bu waten na ye attend to work to say just friends delivery of justice na ye de buy no even though when din kunim but one can say ade de me makoma ayede ato me yem so what am I say na me fa kwenye so na me enkio certain mischief and answer misinformation bia em say ababe toto hanom bebre yes 1992 afia pem ahankron dio kromienu Ghana amamma sem say yeto abayim em say papa no ye chief justice of Toso 20 the 8th justice of the Supreme Court.
Let's say I can say
1992.
Okay.
Let me say Justice Acha and the first justice. And not Justice Aban.
Aban Subai.
And not Justice Redu. Okay. And not Justice Aqua. Justice Theodora Wood.
Yeah.
Justice Ekufu. Justice Eniyeboa. And not Justice Eraba Saki Tukono. So 7 years amabe a only Justice Sophia Ekufu. And I know the Emra ye appointing no the senior at the bench.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Justice friends Aban Krade. Yeah, the Nifi. So she was one of these African girls in the buy. No, ye junior crowd. But he was allowed. The same thing, Justice Redu was not a senior at the bench, at the bar, at the bench then. Justice Aqua. Emra Justice Aqua there. Emra Aban Sisane in 2001. President Kufuor allow Justice Aqua Redu. Amani wie na dwuma ni na asa na wa appoint Justice Kingsley Aqua. Ono no so di na dwuma ko awie ya President Kufuor appointed the first female chief justice of our land. She was not the senior.
No, at that time.
At that time.
Yeah.
So what I said, Anna, a friend saying, Professor Atamels Bayer appointed the most senior person at the bar. So what I said, Mame Ekufu. And a to us one a near boa. Mame we call retirement a near boa by. A near boa was not the senior. Then the senior was Justice Atuguba. So Hobby. Then he was the senior. Anna, Madame Gertrude Eraba so took on a buy. So let's not create the impression say mame her leadership justice so Gertrude Araba took on and Kwana no onye the senior at the bench Yakofa and bench that is a very misrepresentation of facts. So what I say it's good say Ebrimu Yera His Excellency John Dramani Mama I consider Yenya ye papa Kojo Bafuboni Chief Justice say as the senior at the bench he feels he has well endowed knowledge about the body of law and development of the body of law in Sabri a lot of people think say a power Chief Justice it is only for the adjudicature of justice. As a matter of fact, the development and the structure of the whole justice system so what I say, and that includes even a friend is saying so them about working hand in hand with the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice. There's a difference between an Attorney General and the Minister of Justice. Ghana, you can't even know it is the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice of the land that works with respect to the delivery of justice for the state. To Nejumana and people think it's for about political persecution. Then I mean you guys say
corruption case,
corruption cases. I want us to look at the holistic work of no. Say,
corruption I think.
Go for year kroma. Omayimu de bia o kire dase. Omayimu kata hye. What they call technocrats no no. Even kura juma kura mpa nkofo ene sani
the way I can say ombra number in first fight was pregnant. Tell me cause was more can a mood.
Nti enwo wo so ankoro bata bebre.
Baby I what problem. Pa okọ kronketo mu a. From the magistrate court to the circuit court, high court, and all that, no. That is for sitting mukura enye. So oko kronkitum na koyeka so magistrate hanote. Judge hanote nivi edan kura mutine mu dini pasem na.
Court na nkasa kura.
Nkasa edan ya yetrem edini pasem na. Enye inti papa ya be ye fo se esuehunu owo no mfa meboa nanka obekoro nanka Ghana ye kasa high assembly bia na ese na efata. Second, the training amo ye equip them with the knowledge of law. Say amo fa meboa no. Look, yet ha and the new system say but a friend is artificial intelligence, cyber crime and all that. Onfa ne so ehun na upgrade ya lawyer for no so that they will be able to meet the demands of the people.
Okay.
Say you go for 1968 1872 cases that I'm not computer new. So what I said, so we have to improve upon the justice delivery for our country. And only near me for say the adwene koso they are dwene ho a de mpuntu be den ebeba. Now let me also help my brother to understand certain things. When it comes to justice delivery, at the short run and in many years, there's very little we could do about the time frame I did in this sense. Oko registry. Circuit Court A. Ewa Accra. There are about maybe 35,000 cases.
So two the shada or Jenny a year case that doesn't mean say on no washer so they are 2 months to come.
One judge or more than 5,000 cases. Into over a corruption case here.
Into land case.
So now you have the education. So what the entire it is not deliberate. They said justice delayed.
Justice denied.
They themselves they know. Said the length the period of the justice system no. When it slows down, when the wheels of friends justice it slowed down.
Yeah.
They know, but the problem is that as a judge, you have over 1,000 cases in your hands. You have to rationalize it.
Young Richard one.
So you cannot create a vacuum for a presidential. You ain't mean because Ghana you better 1 year in your company. So the procedure is different. That's also we have the procedural one. Name we can you bet me say you bet me say in Kuna say once your company for at the fast court a buy and or the financial something court a buy anything related to finance so that as a country you bet me address
say corruption so they are OSP
corruption related cases,
yes,
organized crime and all that. Not yet, but yet, remember, it says you cannot talk ni part. It's more about things. A payentina case be case be we need more justices in the various courts, so that we'll be able to adjudicate justice delivery on time. Nini na so here resourcing and retooling. So what I say,
rich in brim.
Yenya no dia adwuma ba da mede ma no si no ye ma na kwa ba the best say nibre so no our delivery of justice no would improve.
All right. Yabua of the MPP and I will take Nkano. Rich.
Yeah, of
UP.
Yo, mefa akwenya wesuna machia me co-panelists. Yeah, me new mabesha highway. This is the first time I'm sincerely meeting all of them here. So
yeah.
I think I must at least extend my warm greetings to them. Now, all your cherished listeners, well, you see, to me, I feel say we are gradually overcoming challenges now arising from the suspension of Justice Tokonu to the ultimate dismissal or removal from the office as the Chief Justice, and then the appointment of Justice Bafoboni as an acting Chief Justice. As you see, no, in enough vetting process, numa, and then Wadani, the substantive Chief Justice of the country. The Ewo Monusu say it is not about Justice Bafoboni, but about the judiciary of the Republic of Ghana. Now, who share the judiciary of the Republic of Ghana? Now, the Bia Obibeka Shrow say the judiciary is independent. But Ushemuya, the judiciary has never been independent. Because from the appointment of judges to High Court, Supreme Court, Appeal Court, it has always been the executive now or appointing people to fill all the vacuums and all the vacancies within the judiciary. And to who say the executive decides who they feel say onuna ye per se Uncle Appeals Court, Uncle Supreme Court, and now Uncle High Court. So if you tell me say the independence of the judiciary, and you're intact there, then we are not being honest to ourselves. And we need to look into it. Say you better me assistant narrative, so that say your judicial council and nominating in Crawford. Now say your nomination it should also come to the public.
Yeah. Now
public who say a messy way, they are being recommended based on the kind of worker umwaye are in the ultimate interest of bettering our judiciary. Then the citizens can even be allowed to either do some level of survey, something. Apply. So we shouldn't be sitting at the Jubilee House and appointing who you feel say Uncle Appeal Court, Uncle Supreme Court, Uncle High Court, Uncle Way, because that makes the judiciary very independent. Very, very independent. So we should look at our constitution so that say a person share judiciary nunkina na managing the nine so that when they are taking decisions, they can decide boldly without fear or favor. Na ene obi me catch say, oh, ebi I will dimina, with facial expression, with this and this and this. Show signs say you are not in tandem with our vision or you don't support our cause. Therefore, we'll find any way, legal or illegal means that we are coming to remove you. That must be stopped. Because you see, we have a country to govern. When we were fighting for independence, Nkrumah and Co, where were all of us? Yeah, at the studio, where were we? Were we born?
No. We
were not here. So, and then I say, Kasa, don't let us talk as if we are the repository of wisdom and knowledge. And I say, every year, we will live and others will come and do what? Will come and fill in our gaps.
Definitely.
And he expressed, we should use it as a precedent. Say, we will never allow such things to happen again, never in the history of this country. Because we share the AC here in the aspect of justice. Talk on una seminar. Yes, there may be lapses, there may be this, there may be that. But any other reason, is she the only person who ever served there and she is not perfect? All the other people who served there, were they perfect? Were they 100% perfect? They have several things in their cobwebs. Pierre na there and Pierre. Ultimately, Obia and raise issue against them. But onu dia nu buy any there. Now, now we have some element of something. Say Belgianasu, Edia So be that as it may, don't know ye you and you are progressing. The Enyan said Justice Bafobone, Yenina Yajatum say, per his experience, per processes our fame from circuit court, district court, high court, appeal court to Supreme Court, and in the level of institutional knowledge as to your judiciary, any dear obetimi, Edia bring it on board to transform the judiciary. That will be in the best interest of the Republic of Ghana. That is what we should be looking out for now. And now going forward, you best try the either opposition or government of the day said there should always be cohesion.
Okay.
May the end to say because we have absolute majority, therefore any other person, your opinions don't matter. Yeah, Pesayambu or many Sadia. Then very soon the country is coming to become like more of like a banana republic where there is no law and order. And to your best friend, send no matter anything I say kubewo hoyu, esuao, unsio kakrebi eden, ewomu. So that means that every human being, no matter how big or small your head is, there's some level of knowledge in there. And to your best friend say, government of the day, only very, very careful so that you don't create the impression say any other person the obekabiano unfanye. Then again, so you better appeal to the minority say because you represent people. And to say what issue with the Supreme Court judge na ya appointing based on processes our feelings. I hear other information, another argument say Justice Bafobone himself is the one who triggered behind the door arrangement for the removal of Tokonu. But to me prove you so we can't use that to make a case.
Those documents almost say Mameno or any release.
Yes, all this information are out there in the public space. But as me Richie speaking, me knew any substantive evidence behind me to me Gina or no so Ediakasa. All I can say that Justice Bafobone is innocent. Or no one trigger process one is personal interest so somebody Chief Justice. That is my perception or my opinion. But I could be right, I could be wrong. But then nevertheless, Yenshe say Bafobone the personality or you Obia Eka say or you very affable or you very strong character or you very independent minded person. Just say NDC crampo nedi to me with the shining sound on Katani now a yard dear just to favor NDC now ordinary then Ediatuako Nyanusu. And the NPP as a minority, this presented you a fine opportunity, say you would have been there to ask him any question you want to ask him. Yeah, they were there. But you see, as a political party, the leadership is measured on your capacity to stomach all nonsense. Leadership is your capacity to stomach all what? All nonsense. But say who need capacity to stomach all nonsense, then you are not fit for purpose.
Okay. So
NPP cannot tell us, because they were there, they had questions to, they wanted to make preliminary statement. They speak. Their leader wanted to make a preliminary statement. Yeah, man, the coin said the opposite. Therefore, you are walking away there. It is not proper. Okay. It is not proper because yeah, to me, and causes as a country. So Justice Bafoboni, ya bona basu. Yes, stress. They say all my seniors have spoken about the need for us to overhaul the judiciary because you see, I know the public no more losing interest in the judiciary. Because let me tell you, like my brother is saying, there are cases. A friend of mine has a case in the court. You see, I'm not crowd. Nirefi when is his next call day, grandpa. Nirefi, me be stand and say, Nirefi, because the issue is that if it's sometimes the answer you want the call registrar and I obimua, they are supposed to call the case. They are supposed to make a date for the case. Yes. And the judge, you know, oba. Onu dia onishi who now the document in abetu in himself and then we are case.
It's a case like that. Me nipa na involving no. Onu kwa the referee. Me na me adebechi e ka 2 days say na me say Wednesday, Monday na me say Wednesday you be court 20. Me make it no aba. Me need kon kwa na say Wednesday you be court. You court na me ba ho na say abe fa na enye. Because Wednesday
the referee and you be here and say that's why I am in agreement say no matter how it came about, you know, young jai, you see, they are, I don't know how to say it in tree, you know, but you see, so whatever has happened, no, young jai money then anchor, you're appointing area, you're approving you by parliament. The here say, he has proposed a lot of things. Introducing artificial intelligence, bringing people. You see, judgment is written by the judges, which is not proper. In some other jurisdiction, no, judge now will not charge judgment. You have law students who are working with you there. So assembly bar, you give it to all of them. They will use their legal mind, a theoretical mind, and do so. They are writing the judgment devoid of personal sentiments. Ultimately, and the new debate say, "You be two him now. Wa shemu now. Wa compiling now. Now wa presenting with judgment." But in Ghana, no judge now nebe ye bibia owia now wa sanchiro judgment. And it is of Adami who now call judge ni na judge no pe wa sema or si wuti sudodo a obe huana wa pass judgment. Koda unsawam kakra. Ultimately, all my seniors have said all the good things about him already. The end say the judiciary needs what? A complete overhaul. And then my last point about it is that and then Ghana no ye kasa ye stre. Say kasama all the people who are languishing in Instagram prison for no fault of theirs. In Crawford-Bebre, Instagram prison for no fault of theirs. Because I want to meet for lawyer. Obi Okra, Asemna Ebisa no say guilty or not guilty. On him the interpretation of the two. Only lawyer Antino, Obenwana Waka say I am guilty. Whereby no na ebia onya guilty, but judge no no pressure I want to you think I am guilty. Oh, in the corner kodemu. And your best say, why by there? On try say obe revisiting most of the cases for petty thievery. Petty unnecessary things for which these people are languishing in Sawam there. Your best because enya busiabia na owo sika. Enya busiabia na obetimi atu ya lawyer. And a Ghana legal aid system na kasasu no. Enya juma lawyers no they don't like to do pro bono. Omo pe pro bono.
So legal aid they no say uko court na woni
the lawyers sufficient lawyers. Yes, that is the mandate of legal aid. Yeah. But yes, it is a mandatory. But most of them, they are not willing to serve at the legal aid there.
Okay. And it's a legal aid no lawyers in person.
They are all here. They are senior men. Obi Ohosisia who asema lawyer bet me catch yourself manu 20,000.
20% wa can maybe.
Mami 20,000.
100,000.
Only that's the minimum. Only sasikana. On person back who will him crack see best say justice what buy there. Do something. Now on Crawford who say what buy there. There are some people who are languishing in someone be at 10 years for doing minor misdemeanor in the kick around there. You money in Afrimu. Now you share your custodial sense and no assembly you say and why in America there's an order for parole.
Okay.
What you say bet me jail you 50 years, 60 years, but you have the tendency to apply for parole. And to bet me for 75 years. Now if you say you apply for parole, they can do what? They can set you free.
Wow.
But the system is not working. And your best friend is say the non-custodial sentence papa sebi share circle got a say we can even have state farms Stefan, somebody walk out we are bayire. Oh, so person we are bayire. Say Stefan no dey ho ye dua bayire ho. Kona ko ye juma ho. Say bayire na ope. Ko bayire brother na ope. Kona ko ye banshi na ope. So you see, put them into productive use. So that instead of keeping them at inside one prison, now you say you are going to feed them 5 cedis a day. At whose cost? And your best stress justice Bafo Bonny so bit ye mina onimuya. On country say yes raw. Say Bomodia now look at the non-custodial word sentence. And to be a wako we are bro, wako we are petty things. Please let us properly recorrect them, reform them, and find a nice way of putting them into productive use. Instead of saying now crying ye parade more streets where they are rather begging. Oben prisoner now in our streets now stress. And to your best say media justice Bafo Bonny, all we can say is congratulations for the new appointment given to you. We are only pleading by the time we rebe sonu there. Now why a lot of overhaul. Now the transformation be bride.
Oh, 1 year po. Then you are moving, you know, within 1 year.
Oh, sir, you see, as for the year, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can be given even 6 months to transform something.
Okay, if you want to.
If you want to, especially somebody like Bafo Bonny, he knows everything at the judiciary at his fingertip. And he said, no, a case non-custodial sentence. He can quickly bring about that transformation. Said judges be assembly minor issues about this. You don't go and sentence somebody 15 years to prison. 20 years to prison. Man, non-custodial sentence. You bet me more electronic and tags. What you say? We can do electronic tag for you or anklet. Oh, you understand? So that at the end of the day, no house arrest Nikki can so that people who are languishing in Sawam no there omudos do. Yes, right now.
For way to super your
Justice Bafo Bonny. Or a lot of responsibilities over his shoulders because of quite fast You know, sir, President Mahama during the 2024 campaign, Eco-Volta region, and he made a very profound statement that he will balance the bench with NDC lawyers and judges. Now he has a lot of work to do to prove that he's not going to be biased at the delivery of justice. Just because of that statement by former President Mahama. Okay. Current President Mahama. A lot of work because he has to work to prove that he is not there to do the bidding of the president.
Okay.
But that he is there to work for Ghana. We the 3 systems now you operate to Ghana. It's the only brother make up for brother. So we have the legislature is a Krumemfo na beto aba na yi mrase bedwafo over the executive a Krumemfo na be decide who should be the executive president of Ghana. Adentina say ba judiciary no there somebody has to appoint. But what I said.
Yeah.
So let's, as a country, as a people, let's find a way if we have to change our constitution to that regard. Now I'm also the independence and the autonomy to decide. So lawyer for who they say a body knowledge. I ain't mean Jama okay. Justice is nankasa, that lawyer for nankasa, and determine at every material moment when it be the amanim. So that bias.
Me cry them say anka omo apply wo do CV one who apply na fe ya hwe wo nkra tem hu say we obetumi edi na bia nya 5 na nka atom so aba na say judicial system no kwa no.
Let's find a way a judicial system be very independent. Because sabiu ya nyen say de ekoya ne President Mahama ba ya fa kwan bia so yi maame tukono afiwe otena say ya bo anso be president
this one penny ho
na say me so me mpe de ho na look
okay Peter who bibika
correct bibi President Mahama never said say when he comes he will balance the judicial with NDC lawyers. No me passion there be ade bi ono ma wan ka ne sa me passion it was NDC lawyers in na omashia omoye nhyiamu no ko bi what did them say and no can say or advise you almost say you guys you complain say we don't appoint justices, I'm going to say, like
Chief Justice.
Justices, and this inform more appointee or money those things. But what we do, they say, or advice, almost say, you guys should take up the justices leadership. So what's them channel say? Because before we a lawyer, before Babe a judge, you need to, leave your practice, to go and become a FNSA. Because we have somebody like Chachuchi Kata, lawyer Chachuchi Kata. Babe lawyer, he never became a judge. But he's an institutional memory. I got a judge and Kabianka.
It's
he never said that.
voice. I have them.
No.
I have them.
Only voice. Say no. One say yeah.
Voice of voice.
No. Or say take up. Na said the yeah.
And yes, I be a whole pet. Ne president mama cancer.
Same way there. When did
No. Prove me wrong.
Member voice.
Prove me wrong.
Boga.
Prove me wrong.
It is our bed.
And then I will retract.
I'm doing
before you read that.
No,
okay,
but it is not true because media material, or my I say moon taking up that in position.
Rich,
yeah.
Budget, your overview. I'm ready to.
Well, just a quick one. The budget, sincerely, dear, Rebecca say it is not out of place. A very ambitious budget.
Okay.
Now we share budget na kasasua. Yes, I am pa. Say every government that takes over from another, no. To say like a CEO who have been appointed to take over from a new company, definitely no. So be a restructuring be. Ube try so be consolidated their also a shower. And yes, as the new government of the day, no, they've been able to improve on their fiscal space. They've been able to consolidate their gains. They've been able to introduce some few things. I say, you are blocking loopholes, and as I say, Ghana as a country, no, there have been several wastage. Wastage said that Anaka is a Ghana, hiani. Is that not what he said? The money is there, but I say wastage is not leakages, and on the doors to do. And to hear Dr. Atufos in here, Oben who said he's focusing on narrowing some of those loopholes, now what me are the uplock so that they can be able to consolidate the gains now, And then again, we share budget inflation is said the Omaka is a macro indicator, key inflation is a key macro indicator. So once yet to me at me then achieving 8% inflation there and bad. And then again, we share budget me problem is the projection about expenditure and the projection about revenue, there's going to be a huge deficit. There's going to be a huge budget deficit. And now we share budget deficit on my Ghana Nankasano. We are let me tell you something. China had a deliberate policy.
Yes.
Said we want to move our people from poverty into a middle income group of people.
Yes,
so
true.
it was a deliberate target. Poverty elimination was a war they waged and they won it. But Ghana, you go and hear budget and there's nothing cast in stone as to how we are going to move our people from poverty into a middle class living people.
Job creation.
Job creation. You see who be creating job. 30,000 jobs.
You see 80,000.
Oh, me about 800,000 jobs. That is too phantom. Yeah, but it's too phantom.
What kind of because send or create this year?
Because you are talking about when you inherit an IMF economy there, you have nothing else than to do well. Okay. Your first 1 year because your hands are tight. They are controlling you. They are monitoring you. You are not independent. You cannot borrow from the external market. What do you mean yesterday? And who a limited space.
Okay.
And the NPP also had the same thing.
Yeah.
When they took over 2017 economy did well. 2018 we did well. Until 2019 when we exited the IMF and organized the KK party and the Wache party and all those things. After that, now, boom. Yetisi dream. After there, you got Jessica from everywhere in balloon the national debt. And as they have also taken over there, yes, Atufosin's hands are tied. But what he is doing right is that when him say, who you contractor, you cannot get mobilization fee.
Sir?
Yes.
Oh,
As a contractor, he will tell you that once you see your contractor, Omama Coco, Omama roadway, why are you expecting government to give you mobilization fee? But do you know the amount of money actually on my way for mobilization on 40-footer container Krankosi site there?
So Palugu Dam the same thing.
Unim, we have spent $31 billion. Say a cranium mafia brochi, and about on my way government anyama. Unim say embark room with that. Unim say at your my way district assembly be a Ghana. If you want to do any expenditure or buy something for the district, you know they procure it from Accra and send it to the district. So corruption, you there, and also look at the under declaration of import items. So corruption is there. But your best sure, Muse, there are lapses in the budget. A lot of lapses. One, so, and then who catch me say, Uber see three more factories for tester. Now catch me say tester no. You are going to create 20,000 jobs. 20,000 jobs. Is it everybody in the tester ecosystem? Omu cotton, Omu transporting cotton, Omu supply. Is it only those people who will be working at the factory now? What target you say? Uber created 20,000 jobs now. What happened to Commander Sugar Factory? And now ban we na Eddie Ghana Mansika, Eddie CSA Commander Sugar Factory.
Yeah.
Muba Bemunu, how have you been able to do with the Commander Sugar Factory? Who share our indicators now? Agriculture is growing at 6%. Which country does that?
Our farm.
Our farm. Industry is growing at 3.2%. Who does that? Who does that? A country like Ghana, no, we cannot be depending on import. We should be focusing on building an export-driven economy. So manufacturing should be doing not anything less than 20%.
Okay.
But 3.5, 3.2%. And of Adami, they say growth. Growth, where is the growth coming to come from if not for private sector? Share budget, have they made any allocation? So we are using this money to empower SMEs?
No.
That we are using this a quantum of money to capitalize, provide more liquidity for enterprises, government need to inject more capital into them. Why is America only even GMC, American company where Amuye automobile, when the company was running into debt, the state came in. The state came in, liquidated them for them to work because 1 year, Juma, the citizens will lose their employment. And the best say budget need there. Yen kokanu baby ma NDC for kokase o. And at the yen party papa bia. We wish them well. We wish them well. But we still be constructing express highway. A beautiful concept, very super beautiful. At the papa linking the south to the north. No, can only be achieved through what? The express highway. But you are telling me that budget for the express highway within the 30 billion now allocated for the big push. And then don't forget, these are GOG funded projects. Now, as Kumasi why don't we give it to a private developer? A private developer, so who developer and our told like how Baumia was even proposing some time back. But at the end of the day, no GOG funded project. When him say you cannot guarantee its completion.
Yes.
Who best start here ne? Or China no CEO Bibiaba. Now a project no Astoli. What happened to the Saglami building project? Is it not built under NDC? Why is NDC over almost 1 year in power? Why are they not talking about Saglami? And the best room. So on the budget no, they should zero in on the micro. They should forget talking about macro indicators and forget that the macro indicator no a layman in Agbogloshi.
Niawo kan say yen hwe nyoman keten
no. Empower them, empower business. What prevent government say I am going to disburse 100 billion Ghana cedis to capitalize SMEs. And who him say if you buy 500,000 people, just that's my concluding point. I buy 500,000 SMEs, okay? Now or capitalize you now so be to me employ additional one person now. Wouldn't you have created 500,000 jobs?
Straight. Your overview on the budget. Is forcing.
It's one of the most deceptive document that has been put out.
Deceptive.
Very deceptive.
So that dying.
Yes.
Hey.
Budget way. Let me tell you. So what do I so 80 budget way na say one fanim dear antarechia. To look a be mama so ye baby but budget to enyeshi.
King kwa.
NDC for Babem on a promising note say Ghana emebunu enye adwuma de enye Ghana industries collapse the private sector no lose amo capital neboa NDC eba Ghana for bo say they will protect
the public purse
and they will protect the citizenry for mobile budget way it has shown no indication of whatsoever. First of all, let me take you to employment. And then na be na nine and then num yenu ano mabawa awon fansia bi ekohwere won kwan e wo bra na amokopa adwuma.
Yeah.
It is a sad day for the people of Ghana. Because of unemployment you should say na me for say budget na nka to force was going to heavily give us a roadmap as to how we are going to employ people. What happened to the 24-hour economy they promised the people of Ghana? Do you know that the allocations are the 24-hour economy? First of all, government has proposed to spend 357 billion.
Yes, for the whole year.
For the whole year.
Yeah.
Out of that 357 billion, only 140 million out of that figure, and they are proposing 24-hour economy. This is less than 0.12% of the budget. Does that show any commitment? Say, Jomama Banwe, or the promise, the major promise, campaign promise, or the Ghana one say 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 whatever, no, or for failing. The whole idea about the 24-hour economy was to create a sustainable employment. Do you know, say Sika, I have Chassis and Fankoye 9 months. 150 million.
Yeah.
So the adequate creative jobs no crowd less than the adequate fighting galamsey. And I'll come there. Government is proposing say obe spending 2 billion Ghana cedis in agriculture. 2 billion of what government has proposed, no, less than 0.4% of government spending. Agriculture. And this is 4-year campaign. Erikopoku atu forcing. And this is for Naman Kokotria. Criticize the one what do you call it? School fee Ministry of Agric, this project feeding agric. No. The
planting for food.
Planting for foods and job. So what I say? Now, all these ones, if you look at the allocations, now, agriculture, sector, manufacturing, industry, put all of them together, and less than 10%
of the whole budget.
How do you create sustainable jobs? You are rather creating consumption and because consumption leakage in the system. And I'll tell you why. They have proposed 30 billion for big push, mainly into construction of roads. Ghana, your biggest problem as a country is our inability to expand our tax net to capture the informal sector. Because you need a new system. Now you are rather empowering the informal sector with 30 billion because artisans for a mason for sika, a carpenter for sika, a steel benders for sika, a marathon achomo, buff road construction. That is all that goes into it. Savings, the national income now. Savings, those people are saving. So taxing them becomes even a problem, and it leaks from one point to another. Contractor for GCK, they goes to pay these people, and that part of it is leaked into the system. At the end of the day, it will rather come and fight back the gains. Now they say they want to consolidate inflation. That cannot create any sustainable jobs for the people of Ghana. So this budget is very deceptive. So you be now this for Bosha Moshe Ghana for Kufuado. Mambo for
Ekufuado adwembone Ekufuado endwene Ghana fo Ekufuado ama Ghana meburu enya adwuma nya to mama kra the is the worst of it all. Why am I saying that? Ene komikro metianka mankwanta ye pamo mebunu no say amunni adwuma nya garamsa metene fie, but government don't have any alternate employment for them. Intinde me papa kwa mensa kotini koko no de begu apaso pena na ni yeso ewia o hata o kata na ni kakra na wia ne kakra bia obetine ni na
yasako
yakosa koko no
omo de pankasa ne kra ko
e de pankasa ne ko apana o hata koko no wo so no ya wia ko ene se otu koko ogu afuom na ozo me boa no se na kan yesusa no ya ko afuom a empunu kakra na makobo wo be ko no na Ghana mebu no makosa koko no ko dadada na se musio bo na se oti koko no na wo bo se o mi bua na empunu kakra na nsa makwa kotu dia begu apaso na nsa be ko be du doko no kwa because the people of Ghana and no be na see wo work. The people, the youthful people of Ghana don't have sustainable jobs.
Almost say momo homo and this recruitment into na pile up a man kofuko sumo
when granted yanya una oye. You know the capacity to force has told us that cumulatively in the next 4 years they will be employing or recruiting 12,000 people into the sector. Cumulatively. So what it means that the Ghana Armed Forces with and the Ministry of Defense know say every year be a 3,000 adwuma.
Yeah.
So o say o pese o nya sika IGF o generate sika what on about 120,000 forms.
Say the person is so because
mini problem.
Yeah.
O to man nipa 120,000 and what CV so about nipa 60,000. So why couldn't you rationalize it and what kind of pressure from the Ghana Armed Forces? Now they have created 10 centers.
Accra there are five locations.
Each location have 2 centers.
Okay.
So they have created 10 centers. These are reactive. I get it. It is not like they have built new centers. What it means is that they could not plan properly. These centers were there already.
Oh yeah.
Bema Camp, Tema, and all those were there. So they cannot blame the previous government for their lack of proper planning. The American say this budget, the first budget by Armed Forces, failed to grant the wishes of the teeming youth out there who are not employed.
Okay.
The 2025 budget could not guarantee any job, not even one. And this in your 20 minutes, let me conclude. The 2025 budget, could not guarantee any job anywhere. As a matter of fact, the 24-hour economy could not propose a policy.
Okay.
So what has and then 2026 budget has willfully failed to address the national security problem of unemployment going forward. And then Kromwa mebununu eni adwumanye.
Yembisano.
Mebununu bottom aye dry.
Yembisano.
And then people glorify adwamambo. And kolani ko wuye no ewo work no. On TikTok, a lady said, "We cross am ko boy adwamanya ka manwu." Today
and ko kombe ominyatinka de.
Ominyatinka because because of unemployment people are losing their lives. Inti yesre atofo se na ndise for no. They should listen to the plight of the people and make sure say sebio yankote dromre and na be wodo sa she obotom na ekosi nwura so a onyote asefo.
Okay. Obinta.
Adame.
2026 budget.
Me na in fact anka minia Richard Kasawie no. Anka edru ya oso no na oso go kase osrewa ontumi nka bi.
Na waka na ye.
Just an uncle or castle ontumi nka bi. In the sense that yeah, fair to say, when we talk about the economy in this country, the MPP as a party, they do not have the moral right to talk about the economy. You know why? We're in this country. Far back before 2016 elections, we had people we had someone who could mount on podium. Ono no economic, describing as the economic risk kid.
Yes, economic messiah.
And even the discovery said the economic risk and then party for the friend is on no economic messiah.
Yes.
Obe save your mind Ghana. Oba obe $5 from 380 pesos. 380 pesos. No maso de ko he. Odame. O maso de ko 17 cedis. Ebi si your mind Ghana da o. Say etumi quadruple say a row saa from her to Kumasi etwamu komi krom dade so. Odame. Na dollar no sa na euro. Na you say obi say ono the economic debate one can when the exchange rate or say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate would what
will expose you.
And no crack could tell my brother Sanka and just go economy asem because the exchange rate exposed them said the economy failed. The economy failed.
2026 budget.
2026 budget. Let me go on. Minia. Oh my Ghana. You quite rich. There be a case a day and a mom a breach yefe. And a day and a male Juma Babruche. In infrastructure and in what did them chena say? Tama, Mekai, Tamaku every almost started NIA. But there wasn't any building beyond NIA for office near proper data center. But when President Mahama and President Mills mobile any other. Look at the edifices they gave us there. Look at the number of people it has employed there. Now, you be express road. Sa express road no. We share the amount what express road ma. Odame. It is 98 million dollars na you do am na we region no. Sa ayi seska no. Etumi nye bibi mo MIA.
Sa Attorney General say current Attorney General. Or say sikabi etwe bia was correctly paid, was lawfully paid.
No, debut.
Internet say 2 years sikabui.
There be lawfully paid say then the man I hope you understand what I mean. Minia okay, o say 98 million where it o person o say meba.
Yeah, punti man flow na yanko.
Look at a building like a friend is saying, oh, is it Circle? No. Circle. Royal House Chapel. I saw that this one. It's a cathedral next was saying no, sir.
Cathedral next one.
No, maybe so. It is $98 million. You to be who the area.
We don't person be who.
Then they wo na di tie na ye hu picture na ho no.
Picture be na hu.
Me we to ba we no. On the 8th of January. We went there. And what we saw was that ensuo na egu amana. And na egu onum. Oh, the true.
Okay.
Amana na FNSM.
Now, I am secretary to be some.
Said then, no, Mimi the answer. What I want to see is that what's see Diama or my Ghana. And no say it is your personal promise.
Yeah.
Personal promise to God. Mebao. He said it's a personal promise to God. Personal promise to God. Mebao. And then you're on my tax.
Almost say Sasikano. Apart from say Nemo Berry. Was asinum. Police or more raise was as I say or more burying. And no quano edan chene and no more mato a good watch as a diner omo wianasa. The mum esan say time you show me I didn't buy anything and I would get to know about hot.
No,
that's the explanation they gave.
They gave.
Yes, the secretariat. Now say open information, that's where you go.
Check the funding of the National Cathedral.
Oh, now then you for our mystical room.
2026 budget.
Thank you.
Who is saying?
This is the best budget we've ever had in this country. And Nyame Adom, Yankwanko share white war. Uncle Koti, Bible.
Bia. And I told us
sorry. Na Christo ni won
Michelle Bay Methodist.
Oh yes, Mr. Yemi Methodist ni. Usunu oban na kire enya ne woka.
Nyoma udenedi.
Dia na Malaysia, sister Malaysia economy. Enya hanom no be fa abe.
Abe, yeah.
And then you had the $500 million. It could rasa a FNSM a behu and
$500 million a free budget.
Yes, it's in the budget. It's in the budget. It's in the budget. It's in the budget. Minia, we are building a new power plant. new gas processing plants for this country. Now, gas processing, no, and they be feeding new plants, no.
Okay.
Now we not paying. COVID levy no mo de buy na COVID na etwam na amenya COVID a hyere nya ayibia kese bia wo man Ghana so no. Omode be gu bibia na to bia so Ghana ha no. Omo my taxes. Ene nyame adom. Apanya odwen Ghana fo.
Oye fi ho.
Eno nti na wo be gina hanom na ka wo say atofo se mo why ade atofo se nyame hiraw. President Mahama nyame hiraw because me last word nyane say obia me nyi gina hanom no. Me speaking note. We nyam speaking note. Na who ni speaking note o Brian Champ.
Last words.